What is up, everybody? Welcome back in to Behind the Arc Basketball YouTube. The second Final Four right here between the number 2 seed, the Michigan State Spartans, playing against the number 3 seed, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. This game for all right now, and who will make it into the national title game? We got Gerard Sanders in the chat saying, "Let's go Michigan State" in this one. Taking it for the Sparties. Line Harris back in the chat. What is up? Thank you so much for joining me back here. Crazy game that went down against Virginia and Auburn in the first Final Four matchup. As I was watching some of the post-game stuff, the CBS analysts were going over that the CBS analyst said that play with around 5 seconds left that Ty Jerome was trying to dribble the ball past the timeline. He dribbled the ball and it went off his back foot, and then he picked up the ball again, which should have been called by the refs. It should have been called a double dribble right there with like 4 seconds remaining. Except the refs didn't see it. They didn't call it. And Virginia on the inbound off the timeout, what they did, they passed the ball to the left corner. Kyle Guy got fouled, putting up the three-point shot, and he made all 3 free throws to put Virginia into the national title game. But here we are. The winner of this one will take on Virginia in the national title game. Watch out for this boy. For the Michigan State Spartans, that is Cassius Winston. 26 points against Bradley. He had another big game against Minnesota in there as well. The turning point in that game against Minnesota in the second round was when Cassius Winston scored 7 points in 1 minute. In that one, he had 17 points, 8 assists in the Sweet 16 matchup against LSU. And then in the last game against Duke, he completely took over, 20 points and 10 assists. We got Midwest Sports in the chat as well. Hey, sure, I'll stop by your stream as well, man. Midwest Sports 3, so I'll check out him as well here on YouTube. Should be a good game between both of these teams. Texas Tech with the number 2 rated defense in all of college basketball right now, only allowing 59 points per game to their opponents, led by Jarrett Culver, who's the leading scorer of this team, leading rebounder, and leading assist man. And Jarrett Culver is supposed to be like a top 10 NBA draft pick. Should be a good game with both of these teams. Texas Tech and Michigan State, same thing as Auburn and Virginia. Both of these teams are complete opposites from one another. Texas Tech, they rely on their defense. They rely on deflections and playing defense. They want to force bad shots. That's what they did against Michigan. They forced a ton of bad shots against the Wolverines in that Sweet 16 matchup. Michigan shot the ball 1 for 19 behind the three-point arc in that game. Every single possession, basically, against Texas Tech is a challenge. They love to take charges as well, love to have teams commit offensive fouls against them. For Michigan State, they're an incredible passing team, one of the best passing teams in the nation. They average just over 19 assists per game, led by this guy, number 3 in the nation in assists per game. That is Cassius Winston for the Spartans, as those passes have led to open buckets for the Michigan State Spartans, and they have some pretty good shooters all around on this team. Xavier Tillman ranking 3rd this season in Big Ten play and a 60% shooting percentage from the floor. Kenny Goins as well can shoot the ball well from the floor. Nick Ward also shoots the ball at 60% from the floor as well. So it should be a good game between both of these teams. If I had to pick, I would pick Michigan State, and I would put Michigan State in the title game, winning it all. I like their experience. Tom Izzo hasn't won a national title since 2000. I think, in my opinion, I think this year will be the year. So they're the only team here right now, basically, with that coach experience that's taken teams to the Final Four and beyond. So we got Trenton Nguyen back in the chat. Hey, what is up? Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks, Gerard. So yeah, I'm taking Michigan State all the way. What a game! The last game against Duke. That was a crazy game as well, but Duke just broke under pressure in that game, just cracked under pressure. RJ Barrett and Zion, they did their part for Duke, but Cam Reddish, man, Cam Reddish just did not live up to his hype this season. He was supposed to be a number 3 NBA draft pick, and he just did not live up to his hype. He had up and down games throughout the season. Same as Trey Jones. He got total outplayed by Cassius in that one. As the Beckwith course has her friend Spike with Texas Tech all the way. So it's going to be an interesting one here. Ryan Clark, yes. What a game that was, the last game. Virginia against, oh my gosh. That was crazy. What a game that was with Virginia and Auburn. Yeah, Trenton Nguyen. I agree with you there. I see Trey Jones staying. He had 4 points, I believe, in like 40 minutes against Michigan State. He's also been like really inconsistent throughout the season. He hasn't had many double-digit points. I think he needs that extra year to stay so he can finally be a scorer on the team and score some more points. But we should be getting to this game hopefully soon right now. The winner of this one goes to play Virginia in the national title game, which Virginia got away basically in that one. They basically got away with a double dribble with like 5 seconds left to go as that ball bounced off the back of Ty Jerome's foot. And he picked it up again, and the refs just did not see that. But if you're new to my channel, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play the basketball action. I'll be doing the national title game on Monday as well. And then after that, I'll be digging into the NBA playoffs right after that. So it looks like they're announcing the starting lineups right now with both of these teams. Looks like they're starting out with Texas Tech here with their starting lineups. The players to watch out for Texas Tech, obviously Jarrett Culver, averages about 19 points per game this season, ranks 3rd in the Big 12 Conference in points per game as well. So Jarrett Culver. Tariq Owens is another one, 2nd in the Big 12 Conference with just above 2 blocks per game. Tariq Owens had some big blocks against Gonzaga in the Elite 8 game as Texas Tech won that game 75-69 to shock Gonzaga. Jarrett Culver had 19 points that led the way in that one. So yeah, should be a good game with both of these players or so going up against it. Jarrett Culver going at it against Cassius Winston. Going to be interesting. Cassius Winston has 8 games this season with 10 or more assists. He's been the leader of this team, the main factor on getting this team so far. They had struggles against Bradley early on, but Tom Izzo completely yelled out and called out Aaron Henry during one of the timeouts. But Cassius Winston, with his leadership, brought Michigan State back together. They beat Bradley by 11 points in their first round game. They moved on. They crushed Minnesota, out-rebounded them in the second round, 45-19 on the boards. Cassius Winston, the turning point in that game, 7 points. In 1 minute of play, they moved on to the Sweet 16. They beat LSU by a bunch, 80-63. Got a strong performance that game off the bench by Gabe Brown, who at the time was averaging about 2 points per game, but he dropped down double-digit points in that one. And then in the last game, Duke had an 11-point lead at one point, and they just could not end it against Michigan State as Michigan State came out on top. Just when the fouls were there, Duke only committed, I think, 4 fouls in the second half, and that's what came back to bite them in that game, because the huge miss shot at the free throw line by R.J. Barrett, they couldn't get the rebound, and yeah, they cracked under pressure there. Yeah, Duke, I think they committed 17 turnovers in that game. 7 of them were by R.J. Barrett. He had 7 turnovers alone in that game, the same number that Michigan State had as a team in that entire game. R.J. Barrett had it. Zion had 5 turnovers in the Elite 8 game. Too many turnovers by Duke is what cost them in that one. But yeah, for a breakout player here for Michigan State, a couple of these guys have been breakout players the past few games. Gabe Brown went off against LSU. Anybody could basically break out at any given time for Michigan State because they have such a deep team all together throughout the floor, top to bottom, inside their lineup. Starting 5 in the bench, Matt McQuaid went off. He had a career 27 points in the Big Ten title game against their rival Michigan. So he could possibly go off again at any given moment tonight or inside the national title game as well. They have a couple of big rebounders on this team, though. And that's why Michigan State's been so dominant. 2 leading rebounders on the squad. Kenny Goins, who ranks top 5 in the Big Ten in rebounds per game, as he's had 16 games this season with 10 or more rebounds. He's been the big rebounder for the squad, as the other player has been also Xavier Tillman for Michigan State. Xavier Tillman averages just above 7 rebounds per game, as his name has just been called out on the court, as Michigan State is having their lineups be introduced to them right now. So here we are, guys, about 5 minutes away from tip-off, as is Michigan State going at it against Texas Tech. And Kenny Goins just had his name announced. But hey, what is up, Hearn Kelly? Thank you so much for joining me back here. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well. Cassius Winston, Big Ten Player of the Year, getting his name announced along with Matt McQuaid, as the starting lineups right now for Michigan State have been called, as we'll get to tip off in around 5 minutes or so. Looks like Michigan State's pumped up for this one. Tom Izzo took his team back to a national title game in 2000. Can he land there again and win it all? The last title that they won was in 2000. Chris Beard, his first ever Final Four here with the Red Raiders. What a transformation he's done to this program here at Texas Tech. I think this is his third year coaching as well. He was the head coach of Stephen F. Austin for one of the years. They made that huge run in the first round, I think 3 or 4 years ago in the March Madness tournament. In the first round, they were a 12 seed, and I think they beat VCU, who was a 5 seed. They were down by 4 points with 4 seconds left. They were down by 4 points. They had a 3-point shot with a second remaining. They got fouled on the 3-point shot, and then Stephen F. Austin went to the free throw line, forced overtime, hit the shot down at the free throw line, forced overtime, and then won it. But yeah, Chris Beard now the head coach at Texas Tech now. But should be a good game with both of these teams. What to expect. So Texas Tech, third in the nation of fewest points allowed in college basketball, only allow 59 points per game this season. They gave up 69 points to Gonzaga in their Elite 8 matchup. Gonzaga ranks as the #1 team in all college basketball in most points scored this season. For other things right here for Texas Tech is that they've only allowed, they've only allowed opponents to score 57 points on average in their first 4 tournament games this season. So this is just going to be a really tough matchup. Not counting the first game against Northern Kentucky, they only held them to 57 points anyway, but there are 3 other teams in this competition. They beat Buffalo in the second round 68-58. Buffalo is a top 10 team coming into that game in points scored per game this season. Then they crushed Michigan 63-44. It wasn't even close at halftime. That Texas Tech only gave up 16 points at the half to Michigan, the lowest ever that a team has scored in college basketball at halftime in the NCAA tournament. We got the TC gang here in the chat. What is up, man? Thank you so much for joining me back here. Texas Tech, Michigan State about to tip this one off. Looks like a sea of green out there in the fan base in the stands, as they didn't have to travel too far to Minneapolis for this one up in Minnesota. Inside US Bank Stadium, Texas Tech with a quite little further distance. But here we are, guys, getting ready for tip-off. Texas Tech controls the tip. Texas Tech in the red jerseys with the white lettering. Michigan State in the white jerseys with the green lettering. Here we are to action. Texas Tech try to float up an alley-oop pass that started off no good on that pass, and they got rebounded by Michigan State. So that was Tariq Owens who tried to go big air right there above with his left hand and slam it down, and he just missed the alley-oop jam on it, missed the oop part of it, basically. So here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Michigan State with their first possession. Winston now dribbles right wing perimeter, puts that ball now into the hands of Aaron Henry. 19:35 left to go in the first. Passes it off right baseline to Tillman. Back to Henry. Back to Winston now. Top of the key for Cassius with 19 and a half left to go. Cassius pro hop inside. Feeds it back outside. Matt McQuaid now with the ball at the free throw circle. 5 on the shot clock, puts into the hands of Kenny Goins. Back to McQuaid. Deep three, top of the key. Matt McQuaid knocks it down. Oh, man. What a great way to start it off with a 3-ball by the senior, Matt McQuaid, number 20. Michigan State with a 3-0 lead. 19 minutes left to go before halftime. Texas Tech with the ball now. They have it at the top of the key here with Matt Mooney. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Left wing perimeter here. Mooney trying to work inside. Jumper at the free throw circle. No good. Fight for the rebound. Offensive rebound underneath the basket by Lorenzo Diase at Texas Tech. And a left wing three goes down from outside by the Red Raiders. We are tied up at 3. 3 even in this one, folks. 18:35 left to go. Kenny Goins with the ball. Oh, and it's stolen away by Texas Tech. Red Raiders with the steal. They feed it inside underneath the basket. Couldn't finish to the backboard, but they were fouled. So it looks like the Red Raiders will go to the line to shoot 2. The first foul committed of the game, committed by Michigan State. Last play was a steal by Texas Tech off Kenny Goins, and they tried to take it a distance, but they couldn't get it into the lane. They fed the ball in there, and they got fouled. Jarrett Culver at the free throw line, the best player on this team, and he knocks down the first one. He's projected to be a top 10 NBA draft pick. He has double-digit points in every single one of his games this season. Texas Tech hits down the free throw with Culver. They have the 4-3 lead. We have 18:28 left to go. Second shot at the free throw line here by Jarrett, and that one's no good. Rattles out. Rebounded by Michigan State. Winston takes it past the timeline here. He dribbles towards the right elbow, passes left corner 3 from the outside. Knocks it down right there by Aaron Henry with a triple. 6-4. Michigan State up with 18:10 left to go. Texas Tech with the ball. They have it top of the key here. The Red Raiders pass it right wing perimeter. Matt Mooney has it, passes to Culver. Culver passes that one off to Moretti, and that ball goes out of bounds. Turnover by Texas Tech. So the ball will go back to Michigan State here off the turnover by the Red Raiders. Davide Moretti just pushed that ball just a little bit too much to the right there. So we have 17:59 left to go before halftime. Michigan State with an inbound. They are up by 2, 6-4 right now. And that was almost another steal by Texas Tech. Michigan State got it back, though. They pass it left wing perimeter. Goins puts it at the top of the key with Henry. Aaron Henry dribbling with the ball now, top of the key, 17:40 left to go in the first. Passes right wing to Matt McQuaid. Matt McQuaid trying to work his way. Jumper deep 2. Baseline, though, good by McQuaid. Rebounded by Culver. Texas Tech with the ball, 17.5 left to go. Mooney puts that ball into the hands of Jarrett Culver. Culver now top of the key, passes left wing to Matt Mooney. Back to now Davide Moretti. Passes top of the key here to Brandon Francis, trying to move inside, floats up the shot, and hits it right there for Brandon Francis. We're tied up at 6 even. 6-6, 17:10 left to go before halftime. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Michigan State with the ball. Winston passes it off. Now into the hands of Aaron Henry at the top of the key. 17 minutes even left to go. McQuaid with the ball. Passes at the right elbow, trying to back his way inside the low post. And Tillman, too hard of a pass underneath the basket of Kenny Goins in the key, and the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover to Texas Tech. Hearn Kelly asking me if I like music. Of course I do. I love music. I used to play the drums. That's what I used to do back in high school. I used to play the drums. I was the drum captain of the drum line for my marching band my junior and senior year. I used to host a music radio show back at college doing EDM and top 40 music. Texas Tech now with the ball at the right wing perimeter. We're tied up at 6. We have 16.5 left to go. Davide Moretti trying to go in the lane, and both of the teammates bump into each other, Moretti and Tariq Owens, and oh no, looks like Tariq Owens, number 11. Looks like looks like he's rubbing his eye right there. Might have got scratched in the eye for Texas Tech. So Ryan Clark just uploaded a video of the last game, and it has 20 views already. Wow, that is great. That is awesome. Nice work, man. Just make sure it doesn't get like taken down by like copyrights or stuff like that. I'm not sure how that will work with NCAA, but here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. 16:20 left to go. Yeah, 21 Pilots is pretty cool. I remember their song Ride was big a couple years ago, but here we are back to action. Matt McQuaid has it at the right corner. Perimeter passes right wing here. And that's a jumper put up by Aaron Henry, but it's an offensive foul committed before that by Michigan State. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that should be fine then. Yeah, I think that should be fine. We have 16 minutes left to go. Game's tied up at 6 between both of these teams. So here we are back to action. Texas Tech with the ball at the right elbow now. Culver, right elbow jumper. No good. Fight for the rebound. Who has it underneath the basket? Let's see the refs roll. They say it was last touch by Michigan State. So the ball will go back to Texas Tech. Yeah, 33 views in basically like 5 minutes of posting. That's crazy. Yeah, that's the way to get subs right there. Somebody last week somebody streamed we're on a TV timeout right here, but last week somebody streamed the Purdue versus Virginia like last 5 minutes of that game, and they got like over 2,000 views on their channel. And the guy went in the last 10 minutes. He went up from having 24 subscribers to over 250 subscribers just by airing the last 5 minutes of Purdue versus Virginia with that crazy ending, and then it went into OT. So here we are, guys. 15:48 left to go. We are tied up at 6 here between both of these teams. So Texas Tech had a lot of trouble against Michigan early in that game scoring. Both of those teams were basically cold. They only scored 63 points against Michigan in the Sweet 16 matchup, but they held them to 44. So that game was, both of those teams were really, really cold at halftime. But here we are, 6 apiece right now between both of these squads. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball games. I'll be back for the national title game on Monday. But let's see how both of these teams are doing. Even though it's 6-6 right now, Michigan State shooting the ball really well from the floor. Both of the teams at this stage early. So Michigan State shooting at 67% from the floor, but they've only taken 3 shots so far. They're 2 for 3 shooting the ball. Texas Tech is 2 for 4 at 50%. As Graydon says, Jim Nantz said it best. Texas Tech loves to play defense. Yep, that's basically what they strive in. But some of these players that Texas Tech has, they're going to be very well suited for the NBA. Like Jarrett Culver, I think out of everybody, he's basically like the most NBA ready out of everyone, because Jarrett Culver is a two-way player. He's great on the offensive end, averaging 19 games, 19 points per game this season. He's also a great defender as well. We got Cushman Baseball Chat back in the chat. What is up, man? Thank you so much for joining me here. Ryan Clark uploaded a video a few minutes ago of the ending, Virginia versus, yeah, that was crazy. The video that you uploaded, Virginia versus Auburn, the crazy ending with the last 3 shots at the free throw line by Kyle Guy. Yeah, that video is just blowing up. That is crazy. But yeah, Jarrett Culver is such a great player, two-way player, can play offense and defense. Behind the arc is daddy. So here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. 15:48 left to go. Tied up at 6 here. Michigan State's only been able to shoot 3 shots from the field right now, 2 for 3 so far. They've turned over the ball 3 times. Texas Tech has turned it over 3 times so far. 6 total turnovers combined. 4 total shots attempted by Texas Tech. They get the ball here back on the inbound. Oh, my goodness. What a slam. Tariq Owens was fed the ball by Culver, and that's going to make the highlight reel. Oh, man, he just jammed that down. 5 points by Owens. Texas Tech with a lead, 8-6. That was crazy how he just jammed that down. Michigan State with the ball now. Winston passes it off to Goins. Back to Winston here, top of the key, 15:15 left to go before halftime. Passes left wing to Matt McQuaid. He passes the ball off to Goins. Goins inside the key, passes right wing perimeter, right corner 3, Matt McQuaid. No good. He was off. Complete air ball, and there's a shot clock violation on the play with 15:05 left to go. So I'm going to update you guys here with a score, 8-6 right now. I'll look at the chat as well. We have 15:05 left to go. Terrible shot from the outside. So Ryan Clark asking me how many people came here for the ending of the last game. I think I got up to 9 people towards the end of that game. So I think I got up towards 9. I got a lot of new people in like the final minute or so. And he says also the Red Sox again, they're losing to the Diamondbacks. Man, 4-3 right now. You got bullpen problems all over the place by the Red Sox. Just the historic troubles in the bullpen stages. Here we are back to action. Michigan State with an inbound. Also, his views on that video is just blowing up right now. 62 views in 10 minutes on a video. That is crazy. Winston, nobody there for that pass. Imaginary person. As Winston tried to pass that one to the key, it looks like all his teammates just moved away from the ball, and the ball goes out of bounds. So a turnover again by Michigan State. This is not how Michigan State wanted to start. They're going back to their Minnesota form, where they turned over the ball 22 times, but still won by 20 points. 14:40 left to go. Texas Tech's up by 2, 8-6. Slow start on the offensive end for both of the teams. No good from the outside by Texas Tech. That ball is batted up in the air. Last touch by the Red Raiders, so the Spartans will get the ball back. 14:34 left to go in the first. The score is Texas Tech 8, Michigan State 6. Looks like Brandon Francis is checked out of the game for the Red Raiders. He was the player last tipped the ball out of bounds on the last play for Texas Tech. So the ball goes back to Michigan State here. Under 14.5 left to go before halftime. Winston takes it past the timeline. He's at the left wing of the perimeter, dribbling towards the right side three-point perimeter. He passes it off. This ball goes into the hands of Xavier Tillman. Tillman tries to float that one down inside the low post to Nick Ward, and there's bodies all over the ground, and Nick Ward is rolling on the ground. Possession arrow type. Luckily there, if you're a Michigan State fan, it goes back to Michigan State, as that was basically an inopportune moment for another turnover. But they luckily, if you're a Michigan State fan, will get the ball back here on the inbounds. Next possession arrow will go to Texas Tech, though. Texas Tech with the lead, 8-6 right now. 14:05 left to go. Three-point shot, no good from the outside. Battle for the rebound. Ward trying to work on Owens. Owens comes away with the rebound. So Texas Tech up by 2. They have the ball. They have it right wing perimeter. Oh, it's a mental lapse stolen away by Matt McQuaid. And he tried. Yep, he laid it up and in. I think it's a goaltend. 13:53 left to go. Let's see what the refs roll here. 8-6. Matt McQuaid off the steal on the bad bounce pass by Texas Tech. Yup, it was basically over the top of the cylinder. That should be a goaltend right there. So we should be tied up at 8. Yup, 8-8. So CBS just changed the scoreboard right now. 13:53 left to go. Off the steal by Matt McQuaid. Laid it up and in with the goaltend on the play. And he got fouled as well. So Matt McQuaid will go to the line for the and one. Matt McQuaid having a good start right now for Michigan State. We have 13:53 left for halftime. Shooting one at the free throw line, and he knocks that down. He went off in that Big Ten title game for 27 points against rival Michigan. Matt McQuaid doing well so far in this one, as he's the leading scorer with 6 points. 9-8, Michigan State with a lead. 3-ball left wing outside, no good by Texas Tech. Rebounded by Michigan State. 13:35 left to go. Winston takes it past the timeline, trying to make his move inside. Winston, swarmed by a bunch of red jerseys, takes it back out towards the left wing now. Winston dribbling back out towards that Final Four logo. He's at the top of the key here. Winston passes at the free throw circle to Tillman. Passes right wing 3, Matt McQuaid. Oh, he's connecting everything once again. I said it in the pregame show. I'm saying it now as well. Matt McQuaid going off again tonight. Matt McQuaid has 9 points out of the 12 so far by Michigan State. We have 13 minutes left to go before halftime. 12-8 to score. Spartans up by 4. So Culver has the ball at the right wing perimeter here for the Red Raiders. Dribbling towards the top of the key here for Jarrett Culver. Culver deep 2 from the top of the free throw circle. No good. Battle for the rebounds. Owens tried to save it, and he goes into the press stand right there. Hopefully it didn't knock over a soda like LSU did when they went into the press stand against Yale, which that I think it was a Coke soda. It was Emmett Williams of LSU who flew right into the press stands, knocked over a Coke soda in the first round game against Yale, and it fell on one of the radio guys' guys' laptop. Reminiscent of the last play right here. Tariq Owens for Texas Tech tried to save the ball before it went out of bounds, but it touched the baseline and he flew right over into media row. Michigan State here on the inbound here. 12:40 left to go. They have it at the top of the key. They pass it right wing perimeter to Winston. Winston, a lob pass over the top to Nick Ward. Backs his way inside, kicks it back outside. Right wing three, no good. From the outside, Gabe Brown shot that three ball. He's off the bench right now. Ryan Clark's almost at 100 views in basically like 13 minutes in that video. That is crazy. Here we are. Michigan State 12, Texas Tech 8. Red Raiders with the ball. They have it. Left wing three. They take it. And they knock it down. Wow. 12-11 right now. Michigan State pushing tempo, though. Winston puts it into the hands of Goins. Goins now puts it into the hands of Tillman, trying to back his way inside the low post. Puts it back outside of Winston. Winston now trying to float up a shot. Cassius hits it. Cassius Winston right there. Little runner in the lane. He gets it to fall. 14-11. We have 11:45 left to go. Michigan State with a 3-point lead at the moment. Texas Tech has it at the left wing. 3-point perimeter with Matt Mooney. And looks like we have a stoppage in time on the court. So, wow, yeah, that is crazy. Ryan Clark uploading his video and basically, right now, it's basically almost at 100. Wow, almost there, 93. 93 views for Ryan Clark. That is crazy. So, yeah, going to hit that subscribe button to you, buddy. Here we are. Texas Tech down by 3 at the moment, currently on a TV timeout. So, I'm going to update you guys with a score. I'm also going to find Ryan's channel as well. 14-11. 11:39 left to go in the first. Yep, there it is. 18 minutes ago. Yep, there you go. You just got your 151st subscriber, and now you got your 99th view with me over here on the channel. I'm watching the video now of the 0.6 seconds left between Virginia and Auburn with the clutch free throws. Classic. I gave that a nice like right there. Should be up to 100 hopefully now. That is great. Yep, 101 I see on your channel. That is impressive right there. That's how you blow up. But let's see what's going on so far. We're on a TV timeout between both of these teams. 4 turnovers even by both of these squads right now, apiece. Let's see the rebounding matchup. 5-5 so far in the rebounding game. And what else we got? Not a whole lot of fouls so far. 2 fouls committed by Michigan State. 1 foul committed by Texas Tech. Shooting from the floor, not a whole lot of shots taken either. Only 9 shots attempted by both of these teams. And we've gone through the first 8 minutes of this game, basically. Michigan State shooting 5 for 9 from the field. Texas Tech shooting 4 for 9. We look to the leading scorers right now. Matt McQuaid of the Spartans just going off at the moment on this TV timeout. He has 9 out of the 14 points at this point of the game for Michigan State. For Texas Tech, the leading scorer, Tariq Owens with 5 points. Wow, that's crazy. So Hearn searched up Virginia versus Auburn, and Ryan's video is the 4th one. Wow, just moving up the YouTube algorithms right there. You probably got it up faster than Highlight Heaven. I don't know if you guys know the channel Highlight Heaven, but he has like over 500,000 subscribers. But he uploads like NFL videos, basketball videos as well. But it's crazy like how fast he uploads stuff with his computer. It's insane. But here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Michigan State with a 3-point lead, 14-11. We're back here. Texas Tech with the inbound. They put the ball into the hands of Mooney, passes it off to Culver. Culver trying to take it into the lane, passes right corner 3 from the outside by Texas Tech. And Brandon Francis took the 3 with 11:32 left to go. Looks like there was another foul committed by Michigan State on the play. We got subs coming in here into the game. Gabe Brown checking back in. Aaron Henry committed a foul, so he checks back out. Reach and foul committed. So Texas Tech will inbound. 14-11 the score. Spartans up by 3 with 11:25 left to go before halftime. Texas Tech now into the lane. They try to go inside, float up a shot in the key. It's no good. Rebounded by Michigan State. Winston takes it past the timeline here. He dribbles towards that top of the key, passes right wing perimeter to Matt McQuaid. Matt McQuaid dribbles back out. McQuaid has it towards that top of the key. We got ourselves, it looks like a foul committed on the play with 11:08 left to go. So I'm going to update you guys with the score. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button, guys, down below. Subscribe as well. 14-11 right now. Michigan State is up against Texas Tech with 11:08 left to go. Spartans with the inbound, put the ball into the hands of Matt McQuaid. And now he passes that one off. Gabe Brown puts it into the hands of Cassius Winston at the top of the key. Back to the right wing with McQuaid. Back to the top of the key with Winston. Winston guarded by Culver. Winston thought about taking a step back, puts it into the hands of McQuaid. McQuaid now back outside. Gabe Brown, open three, no good from the outside. Fight for the rebound. And we have a foul committed with 10:47 left to go in the first. It was a rebounding foul underneath the backboard committed by Texas Tech. So the score is still 14-11 right now after that Texas Tech rebounding foul. Michigan State will have another chance here at the inbound with 10:47 left to go in the first. Which that is crazy. 130 views right now. That is insane, Ryan. That is great. Not even half an hour onto the video has 130 views. Winston trying to go inside, and it looks like he has fouled. So Cassius will go to the line to shoot too as he tried to float up that shot right there inside the low post, but got fouled on the play. Cassius Winston to shoot 2 shots here at the free throw line. Michigan State with a 14-11 lead. Winston trying to build on it. Hits the first one. We have 10:37 left to go. Third in college basketball in assists per game by Cassius Winston. He averages just below 19 points per game. Sinks both of the shots at the free throw line. 5-point lead for Michigan State. 16-11, 10:37 left to go. Texas Tech with the inbound. They pass the timeline here. Largest deficit this tournament for the Red Raiders. Now down by 5. They have it right wing perimeter to Matt Mooney. Passes it left wing here with Davide Moretti. Moretti puts that ball into the hands of Kavan Moore. Now he passes that one off, and it's a right wing 3 by Mooney. Mooney knocks it down from the outside. So Texas Tech right there. Big stroke from the outside by Matt Mooney. Goes down 16-14. 10:08 left to go. Michigan State tried to go inside, and no good on a layup right there inside the low post. Texas Tech with the rebound. They're down by 2. Mooney with the ball. Jumper in the key. Tied up at 16 now off the Matt Mooney make. With under 10 left to go before halftime. Matt Mooney right there with a big shot. We are tied up at 16 apiece. 9:45 left to go. They pass it left wing perimeter. Michigan State with the ball into the hands of Xavier Tillman. Tillman, it's almost stolen away by Texas Tech, but he was playing ball catch-up right there. That was Norentz Odiase who tried to steal that ball away. And Odiase gets called with a foul from behind. So here we are. We're going to get ready to go back to action here. 16-16 with 9:35 left to go in the first. We are tied up. Michigan State with the inbound. So Michigan State with the ball as they have it at the top of the key here. If you're new to my video and new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Michigan State tried to put up the shot underneath the basket. No good by Nick Ward. Rebounded by Texas Tech. The Red Raiders have it at the top of the key with Kyler Edwards. Edwards now takes the 3. Top of the key. No good. Rebounded by Gabe Brown of Michigan State. Still tied up at 16. 9:05 left to go. Spartans with the ball. They have it into the hands of Kenny Goins. Goins passes right wing perimeter. Matt McQuaid now dribbling towards the top of the key. McQuaid, spin move at the free throw circle. Backs it out outside now. He's dribbling with the ball towards the top of the key, and a foul committed with 8:52 left to go. Looks like Nick Ward committed the offensive foul. He was not set on the play on the pick play right there. Offensive foul committed by Michigan State. Ball will go back to Texas Tech. That is crazy. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if my girlfriend's watching right now. She was in the other chat right here, but yeah, she comes back to my chat from time to time. We have 8:45 left to go in the first. 16-16 right now, top of the key three. Texas Tech, wow, they hit it down, and the Red Raiders have the lead, 19-16. We have 8.5 left to go before halftime. Michigan State with the ball. They take it past the timeline here. It's Winston who passes it off to Xavier Tillman. Tillman at the right wing perimeter. Looking for somebody's open. He passes it off. Right wing here, Gabe Brown. And that's a top of the key three. No good by Michigan State. Rebounded by Texas Tech. Hopefully this game will find a way to be even better than that finish between Virginia and Auburn. And then you'll be able to upload the next video, get like over 1,000 views on that. That would be crazy. Texas Tech trying to go in the lane. Step back jumper by Davide Moretti. No good. Rebounded by Gabe Brown of Michigan State. 19-16 to score. Michigan State has not scored in the past few minutes. They pass it left wing perimeter. Gabe Brown passes it off now to Xavier Tillman. Backing his way inside the low post. Almost stolen away. Tillman dishes that one back outside the Goins. Now back to Winston. Winston moves in the lane and lays it up and in right there. What a play by Cassius. 19-18. We have 7:20 left to go. Texas Tech trying to dribble inside it. Oh, what a charge. Committed on the play. Matt McQuaid takes the charge, and the ball will go back to Michigan State here. Looking like another TV timeout on the court. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well as I call play-by-play of basketball action here. Also, check out Ryan Clark's video. He uploaded Virginia versus Auburn. It's titled Virginia Moves On After Last Second Foul. Crazy game in the last one between both of those teams. So right now we have 7:21 left to go in the first. When we do get back to action, let's look at the leading players of both of these teams right now. Matt McQuaid just going off. He just took the charge in the last play. He has 9 points so far for McQuaid right now, leading the way. He has half of the points so far that Michigan State has scored. 9 out of the 18 for Matt McQuaid. And then 6 points by Cassius Winston. Cassius with only 1 assist right now, and 3 points by Aaron Henry. So that's where the scoring distribution has gone to for Michigan State. For Texas Tech, the scoring has gone in this favor. 5 points. There's a tie between 3 players with 5 points right now. Tariq Owens with 5. Matt Mooney with 5, and Brandon Francis with 5. Jarrett Culver only has 1 point so far by Texas Tech. He's also a top 10 NBA draft pick. He's the leading scorer, averaging just below. That is, just below 19 points per game on the season for Jarrett Culver. Both of those players, Jarrett Culver going up against Cassius Winston, and Winston doing a hell of a job guarding Culver in the early stages of this one. So Ryan Clark, over 203 views on his video that he just basically uploaded like not even like half an hour ago about the crazy ending of Virginia versus Auburn. So check him out over there. That is crazy. That is insane, man. Hopefully that blows up and you get like over 1,000, maybe even like 10,000 or so. That would be insane. But here we are, guys. 19-18, 7:21 left to go. Back to action here momentarily. And he's at 210 views, basically, in around like a half an hour. That's insane. That's how you get subs on your channel. Right there. That's incredible. But yeah, we're currently on this commercial break. Gonna update you guys with the team stats right here. Not a whole lot of shots taken from the floor, as there's been a good amount of turnovers by both of these teams. 10 turnovers combined right now. 5 turnovers by Texas Tech, 5 turnovers by Michigan State, 8 points off the bench by Texas Tech so far. They're shooting the ball 7 for 15 from the field, good for 47% from the floor. Michigan State shooting 43% from the floor, 6 for 14 right now. So Jarrett Culver has been held to 1 point tonight, being guarded by Cassius Winston. So another great game guarding by Winston. He held Duke's Trey Jones to only 4 points in 40 minutes. Here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Texas Tech 19, Michigan State 18. Winston tried to float up a shot. It got blocked, though, went out of bounds. So Michigan State will get the ball here back in the inbound with 7:10 left to go. 19-18 the score. Michigan State with the inbound. Winston will pass the ball. He'll be the inbound passer here. Both of these players haven't had a ton of points so far. Jarrett Culver with only 1 point. Cassius Winston with 6 so far. The leading scorer, Matt McQuaid, with 9 from Michigan State. Winston passes right wing 3. McQuaid, that was an air ball, rebounded by Texas Tech. 19-18 is the score. Texas Tech up by 1 with 6:50 left to go. They take it past the timeline. The Red Raiders with the ball as they dribble towards the left wing of the 3-point perimeter here, and they try to take it inside. Oh, what a block right there by Michigan State. And now they're pushing tempo at the other side of the court. Matt McQuaid feeds that ball inside the low post to Kenny Goins. Almost lost control, but got back into the hands of Tillman. Tillman dishes it back outside. Spin move in the lane, and Matt McQuaid's going to put that ball back into the hands now of Cassius Winston. Winston dribbling now. Oh, nice move in the lane by Winston. Oh, he couldn't finish. Offensive rebound. Put back. No good. Another offensive rebound. Goins fell down to the ground in the key, but another offensive possession. Gabe Brown got the ball put into the hands of Matt McQuaid. I actually do not play roadblocks. So no, I actually did not play. Gabe Brown, right wing 3, no good from outside. Rebounded by Jarrett Culver. Good back and forth action, but nobody can hit a shot here. 19-18. Texas Tech with a 1 point lead. 5:50 left to go before halftime. 19-18 right now. Left wing, 3-point perimeter. They pass it off to the right wing. Shoots the ball to Jay from the outside. No good by Kyler Edwards. Gets rebounded by Michigan State. And we have a foul committed with 5:34 left to go in the first. Michigan State was trying to dribble towards the right wing of the 3-point perimeter. And they bumped into a couple players. So Hearn Kelly saying, it's a fun game. You should join. Could be friends on it. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. The Roblox stuff or so. That's interesting. Yeah, I'll check it out sometime. So 19-18, Texas Tech with a 1 point lead. We have 5:34 left to go. Tariq Owens just checked out of the game here for the Red Raiders. So he's on the bench. The foul was committed by Texas Tech. That was their 8th foul of the first half right now. So Matt McQuaid will shoot at the free throw line here in the bonus. So Matt McQuaid shooting in the 1-and-1. Michigan State is down by 1 point. Matt McQuaid has 9 points so far. Can he get 10? No, he missed that one. It rolled around the rim right there and out. 19-18 is still the score. Texas Tech up by 1. They got the ball back here. They take it past the timeline. The Red Raiders pass it off to the top of the key with Matt Mooney. Mooney now dribbles towards the right elbow, and now he tries to work inside. Floats up the shot in the key. Step back jumper. No good. Foul committed on the play with 5:15 left to go. So Matt Mooney, the spin move in the paint, he was working on Cassius Winston. And yeah, wow, you got the shooting foul. So Matt Mooney will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. Not a whole lot of scoring the past few minutes in this one. Still 19-18. Matt Mooney has a chance to change that, though, here at the free throw line for Texas Tech. First shot goes down. He does change it. 20-18. Red Raiders with a 2-point lead. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button. Down below, subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. A little bit of foul trouble with Jarrett Culver. He has 2 fouls so far. Both of the shots at the free throw line go down for Matt Mooney. 3-point lead by Texas Tech, 21-18. 5:15 left to go in the first. Norentz Odiase checks out of the game, so he's on the bench for the Red Raiders at the moment. Michigan State will inbound the ball. They put the Ball into the hands here of Cassius Winston. We got Jesse Boyd in the chat. What is up, man? Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Michigan State has it. Right wing perimeter with Winston. He passes it off to the top of the key here with Kenny Goins. Shot taken by Winston. Tipped up in the air and the deflection, and Texas Tech gets the ball back. So Texas Tech now with the ball. Left wing perimeter when Mooney takes the three. No good. Hits the rim short. Fight for the rebound. And rebounded by Michigan State. Winston with the rebound. He passes right wing perimeter inside. Ooh, there's a foul committed underneath the basket with 4:35 left to go in the first. Michigan State was trying to go inside the low post, and the foul was committed. So still the same score, 21-18. Texas Tech currently up by 3. Make sure to hit those like buttons, guys, down below. If you're new to my channel, subscribe as well. Looks like Michigan State will be shooting 2 here at the free throw line. This is with number 23, Xavier Tillman. Looks like Deshaun Corprew has checked out of the game. He played the past minute or so for the Red Raiders. But 21-18 is the score. Tillman at the free throw line shooting 2 here for the Spartans. Or, no, shooting 1 here. That was the bonus, so he wasn't fouled on the shot. It was the bonus, so that was the 1-and-1. He missed that shot, rebounded by Texas Tech. 21-18. Red Raiders with the ball. They have it at the right wing perimeter. They pass it off to the top of the key here. And now they have it at the top of the free throw circle, dribbling out with Brandon Francis. 10-2 run in the last 5 minutes, 59 seconds with the Red Raiders. Some more dribbling around. The left wing of the three-point perimeter by Francis. Forces up the 3 ball. No good. Complete air ball. Rebounded by Winston of Michigan State. Trying to push tempo. Puts it into the hands of McQuaid. McQuaid couldn't finish to the rim. Missed the layup. Rebounded by Texas Tech. 3 from the outside. No good by the Red Raiders. Moretti missed that one. And it's rebounded by Michigan State. A lot of missed shots here the past few minutes. 3:45 left to go. Michigan State can tie it up with a 3. They get the ball into the hands of Matt McQuaid. Puts it at the top of the key here with Gabe Brown. And now into the hands of Cassius Winston. 3:35 remaining. Winston with the ball. 8 on the shot clock here. 13 total shots from the floor combined for both of these teams. 14 total fouls right now. They try to float up the shot. No good. What a complete block by Texas Tech on that shot inside by Xavier Tillman. And the ball's going the other way. Red Raiders, 3 ball, left wing outside. No good. Another miss. Both of these teams stone cold shooting from the floor. 3:10 left to go. Michigan State very well in this game. They're only down by 3, 21-18. 3 minutes left to go. Matt McQuaid has it. Right wing of the 3-point perimeter. McQuaid dribbling out towards the back of the front court here at the right back corner. Now he tries to take it inside. Spin move in the key. McQuaid floats up the shot. Couldn't finish. Rebounded by Texas Tech's Tariq Owens. What a game here. 2:40 left to go. Defense is taking over. None of the shots are falling. We've been stuck at this number for quite a bit of time. Texas Tech with the ball. Mooney inside the key. Passes that one back. Top of the key 3. Texas Tech. Oh, the ball gets stuck. It got wedged into the top of the rim, and it was on a 3-point shot. It got wedged right in between the backboard and the top left corner of the rim. That basically sums up the start of this game. A wedgie right there of a 3 ball. So Hearn asking me if I play any games besides FIFA. I'm actually really nasty at March Madness 2006, the video game. I usually play it on All-American mode, which is basically the equivalent of expert mode on that college basketball game. I also play some NBA video games, Madden, college football. I have the college football video game. So 21-18 now, 2.5 minutes remaining before halftime. Both of these teams have just stopped scoring right now. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well. But yeah, I basically have like all the sports games on my PlayStation, but I haven't played FIFA in a while. I think I do like whatever the default mode is the mode that I play on for FIFA. So whatever they have for the default mode, it's usually not the easiest one. It's usually like the medium hard or so. But right now, it looks like this with the scoring. Jarrett Culver's been held to 1 point so far by the Red Raiders. The leading scorer for Michigan State, 9 points by Matt McQuaid. Michigan State has been stuck at 18 points now for like quite a while. I remember like I think it was like 7 or 8 minutes left to go in the first, and they had 18 points. Now we have 2:30 left to go. Michigan State stuck at 18. Texas Tech with 21. Leading the way for Texas Tech, it looks like Matt Mooney is the leading scorer at the moment. 7 points right now by the Red Raiders. Defense is taking control in this game. Offense hasn't been going so well. 29% shooting from the floor by Michigan State, 32% shooting by Texas Tech. So that's been the difference. The rebounding game going to Michigan State, 17-16. That's pretty cool that you're level world class on FIFA. So what team I play for? When I play FIFA, I usually beat Mexico in the international game. So I go straight to international and I play as Team Mexico, which is actually that's where my grandfather came from. He came here from Mexico, I think back in like the 1940s or so. My last name is Lopez, so I'm actually Mexican on my dad's side of the family. On my mom's side of the family, I'm Portuguese. Which basically everybody around in my area is basically Portuguese. Like in South Coast, Massachusetts, it's like Portuguese nation down here because that's where people from the Azores, they immigrated over to basically the South Coast of Massachusetts over here. So like New Bedford and Fall River and Mass have like a ton of Portuguese people. But here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. 2.5 left to go in this one before halftime. No points have been scored in Michigan State in over the last 5 minutes. As Ryan Clark, congrats, man. He just hit 300 views on that video. Not even posted an hour ago between Virginia and Auburn. The final minutes with the 3 clutch free throws. But here we are back to action with this one. Culver with the ball. He passes it left wing perimeter with Mooney. Mooney passes it top of the key with Davide Moretti. Moretti passes left wing here with Mooney. Mooney trying to go inside in the key. Jumper in the key. And that one goes down. Hit the bottom part of the rim. But it also went into the net. 23-18. Michigan State down by 5 with 1:50 left to go before halftime. Spartans with the ball. Winston thought about taking the 3. Lob pass at the right elbow, trying to back his way inside. Tillman passes it back out on top to Kenny Goins. Goins passes it to Matt McQuaid. Matt McQuaid dribbling towards the left wing of the perimeter. Top of the key here for the shot clock. McQuaid in trouble. Needs to find somebody. 1 on the shot clock. Force up the 3, please. And didn't even hit the rim. So shot clock violation by Michigan State. Oh, yeah, great. It's awesome. Like 127 subs just last week. I think it was last Friday, I think. I was at 100. And then before the tournament started, I think I was at 70. So, yeah, this channel just keeps on growing and growing. And the more teams that I do, the more fan bases I'm going to expose myself out there to. So, definitely going to add a bunch of more people. Texas Tech, no good on the right elbow shot inside. Rebounded by Michigan State. Jarrett Culver shooting 0 for 6 right now from the field. The score is Texas Tech 23, Michigan State 18. No more as that 3 ball from the outside goes down by Cassius. Hits the 3, cuts the Texas Tech lead to 2. 23-21 with 50 seconds left to go before halftime. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Texas Tech with the ball. Moretti lob pass over the top to the right side baseline with Matt Mooney. 40 seconds left to go. Mooney jumper, fade away in the key. No good. Rebounded by Tillman of Michigan State. 35 seconds left to go before halftime. Michigan State with the ball. They take it past the right side of the timeline. Dribbling with Cassius Winston. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 26 on the game clock. Winston at the edge of the Final Four logo. And a timeout call by Tom Izzo. So, going to update you guys here with the chat and the score. Texas Tech 23. Michigan State 21. Not a whole lot of scoring in this one. Both of these teams shooting the ball cold from the floor. 20.4 seconds remaining when we do get back to action here before halftime. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button, guys, down below. Subscribe as well, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So, yeah, Hearn, Providence Town is where you're going. So the place on the Cape Cod, the very last place at the tip of the Cape. Providence is Providence, Rhode Island, the capital of Providence, the largest city in Providence. That's where I'm closest to. I'm a big PC Friars fan and a big Rhode Island Rams fan. Those are basically the two big teams in Rhode Island. There's also Brown University. I actually went to a Brown game this season. My girlfriend's thinking about possibly taking like master classes there, so I took her so we could catch a Brown game back in December. But she went to Boston University over there. We went to a BU game a few years ago. They don't have that strong of a basketball team, but one hell of a hockey team at BU. Gerard saying Michigan State has always been a second half team this year. Yep, we're gonna see how this one goes in the second half. I think they'll be able to make the adjustments with Tom Izzo. Tom Izzo is a fantastic head coach. I think they'll be able to unlock the key to the Texas Tech defense in the second half, and they'll come away on top. We'll see. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to bang those like buttons down below, subscribe, as well as I call play-by-play to basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Almost here to 10+ likes. Let's get us there on 10+ likes at halftime. Gerard saying you just got to give Izzo a time to adjust your scheme and just watch the magic happen. Oh, yes. You definitely do. Just watch the magic happen for sure right now. Michigan State 4 for 11 shooting from behind the arc. I'm sure they'll drop some more three-point shots before this one is done. Matt McQuaid and Cassius, both of those players right now with 9 points, tied for the leading scorers at the moment for Michigan State. For Texas Tech, Cassius Winston has done an excellent job guarding Jarrett Culver once again. Another point guard, and Culver has been held to one single point in this one. 9 points leading the way is Matt Mooney. Both of these teams shooting cold. Equal at 32% from the floor. Michigan State, though, out-rebounding Texas Tech at the moment, 19-15. Going to get back to action here momentarily. It's that rebounding duo that will be dangerous in the second half, I'm feeling. Kenny Goins and Xavier Tillman. Both of those players average above 7 rebounds per game. Kenny Goins averages just below 9 rebounds per game. Both of those players had 9 rebounds in the last game against Duke. So Hearn saying, so the new football league, the AAF Birmingham has a team and they're really good. Yeah, the Birmingham Iron was pretty good, but I'm sad to tell you is that the AAF folded this past week. They are no longer. They're a defunct league. They are no longer an existing league. They folded basically midway through the season. Here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Michigan State trying to go inside. Is blocked from behind by Texas Tech. 6 seconds left to go before halftime. Texas Tech with the ball. They pass it. Deep three with a second remaining. No good off the mark, and that is halftime. So I'm going to update you guys with a chat here with a score 23 Texas Tech, 21 Michigan State. A defensive battle here at the half between both of these teams. That's what I expected basically in the first half. But second half, guys, we're going to see what happens. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well as I call play-by-play the basketball action. Let's get this to 10+ likes. My channel would be great if we could get 10+ likes at the half. That would be awesome if we could do that as well. But here we are, guys, at halftime. We'll see what Tom Izzo does with his second half adjustment. Same on the other side with Chris Beard, who's getting an interview right now with Tracy Wolfson of CBS. So Chris Beard and this Texas Tech Red Raider defense has basically been insane in the tournament. Against Buffalo, Texas Tech, a top 10 team in the second round against Buffalo, and Texas Tech only gave up 58 points to a top 10 scoring team. They played Gonzaga inside the Elite Eight, only gave up 69 points to a Gonzaga team that averaged about 89 points per game this season, ranked first in college basketball. The Zags did. So Ryan Clark, how many views will I get in the second half? As he had 341 views as of 2 minutes ago. So basically are probably at 350 right now. I think, honestly, most of your views might come after the conclusion of this Michigan State-Texas Tech game, because everybody who's been watching basketball hasn't gone on YouTube to look at the videos. But what they'll remember after this game and what they'll wake up to tomorrow, what they'll remember tomorrow is they'll type in crazy Virginia versus Auburn ending when they go on their YouTube search bar, and they'll look at yours right on top of the algorithm, basically. Too bad, Ryan, that it wasn't Kihei Clark who made the free throws for Virginia. If it was Kihei Clark, your video will be blowing up even more, because what I typed in here, and I'm the first, and I got it for you're the #1 video. What I typed in on YouTube over here, I typed in the search bar Virginia versus Auburn, and I typed in Clark right after that. Too bad that Kihei Clark wasn't the free throw shooter, because that would have benefited you. If he had made those 3 free throws, that would have definitely benefited you, and your video would have just blown up, because I've got right here, if you type in Virginia versus Auburn Clark in the search bar, what comes up is the first video is yours, Ryan's. Virginia versus Auburn. Virginia moves on after last second foul, and your channel name right below that. Yeah, I just caught that. That'd be insane. Hey, thank you so much, Gerard. I appreciate that. But yeah, both of these teams are even at 30% shooting at the half. So I think those numbers should be rising in the second half. Hopefully. 30% is awfully low to start off at halftime. That is classic. That is great. That is absolutely classic. That is awesome, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, Michigan State leading the rebounding battle right now, 20-16 at halftime. Offensive rebounds 4-2 going in Michigan State's favor. Defensive rebounds 16-14. 7 turnovers by the Spartans, 5 by the Red Raiders, but we'll see what happens in the second half. Texas Tech in a little bit more foul trouble. They've committed 9 fouls in that first half. Michigan State with 5. Also, let's see who's in a little bit of foul trouble here. 2 fouls committed by Norrentz Odiase at Texas Tech. 2 fouls by Jarrett Culver, their leading scorer coming into this game all season long, as double-digit points in every single one of their games this season. And what a feat it would be if Michigan State was the first team this season to allow Jarrett Culver to score under 10 points this year, and it would happen to be the last game of the season, unless they do advance. But if Jarrett Culver scores either 9 points or less, most likely Texas Tech isn't going to advance. They need basically a historic effort. They got the defense to do it, but they need an effort from the rest of their team all around. And Matt Mooney has 9 points right now. Tariq Owens with 5 for the Red Raiders. Cassius Winston, Matt McQuaid, both of the guards leading the way for the Spartans with 9. So, Gerard, you're asking me what the green paper is in the corner of the room. That's actually a sign that my girlfriend made for me. It was a couple of years ago, because I played drums at a talent show for my college, and she made a sign for me saying my stage name and stuff. My stage name is Paco, so she made a sign saying "Go Paco" and held it up at the talent show. So yeah, that's the green sign hanging up in my room. Classic sign. Always brings back memories of that talent show. I did drums, glow-in-the-dark drums for a talent show back in my college. That was I did it 3 years in a row. I did it my freshman year. Well, 3 years because I went to college for 3 years. I only went to college for 3 years because I was so ahead of credits that I found out that I was able to graduate early. So I don't even know what to call it. Freshman, sophomore, senior, kind of skipped junior year, I guess. Or you can do it either way, freshman, junior, senior. I don't know. But yeah, I was able to graduate a year early because I had so many credits already. I was ahead of the pace, which was awesome. So instead of being class of 2018, I was class of 2017. We actually didn't compete for prizes or anything in the talent show for some reason. It was because like my college wasn't really like that musical of a college, so it was more like an entertainment show. So it was like the students had their own like entertainment to it, and then they brought in like actual like paid performers from like the Boston area, like professional performers from like the Boston metro area to perform and stuff for the talent show. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, whoever wins this game will take on Virginia in the national title game. I personally would like to see Michigan State there because that would basically be like all out defensive game with Texas Tech against Virginia. You need two teams in the title game with polar opposites. Basically, you can't have two of the strongest defensive teams going at it for a game. That would be like a CBS nightmare in the national title game. If Texas Tech does play Virginia in the national title game, it's going to be like a CBS nightmare. Possibly like that final score could be like 50 to 45 or something crazy. It could be like a really low scoring game if both of those teams get matched up. Whereas Michigan State I think is like top 40 in the nation in points scored per game this season. So Michigan State has the better opportunity to make the most out of their points scored. Whereas Texas Tech, they just live all over the defensive end, only allowing 21 points at the half to Michigan State, but they scored 23 at the half as well. But they allowed Michigan, the Wolverines, in the Sweet 16 game, to 16 points at the half, 44 total points in that one, which is crazy. Lowest scoring total in the history at halftime of the NCAA tournament. So yeah, you're almost there, Ryan. Almost at 400 views on this video that he did of the ending of Virginia versus Auburn. That is crazy. Keep up the good work, buddy. That is awesome. Hopefully there's a good ending in this one that you'll be able to get up the video pretty quickly as well. But yeah, other people over here have started to upload stuff. Oh, one of these people I know uploaded a video. I know his account. It's the guy he's like a Duke fan. He changed his name last week. He has 57 views now. Virginia versus Auburn with like the final minutes, and he put his channel is called Depressed Duke Fan. But I guess he uploaded something as well. Yeah, there's so many people that's just been uploading things. And the thing that's good about your video is that it's really short. It's really short compared to a couple of other videos here. Like the House of Highlights has a video about like double yours. His goes on for 3.5 minutes, the House of Highlights, but he has over like 2,000 views that he uploaded an hour ago. That's at the top of the YouTube search that I type in here for Virginia versus Auburn. I wonder if I go search through view count, what we get here. Too bad though if it was Kihei Clark who knocked down those 3 free throws, that would have benefited you so much. Or if yep, just hit 100. That's awesome, man. Congrats. Hopefully you'll get to 1,000 by the end of this one. So 400 at halftime. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. The House of Highlights basically has 1 million subs or something like that, which is crazy. I saw a video because I was looking at like some of my stats from my last night's video of the Celtics stream against the Pacers. I was looking at like what people were looking my video up under or so, and somebody got it off the related video. It's called Where is Zion Williamson? We're trying to find them. And what they were doing in the video, they were basically trying to find Zion. in the video. It was uploaded by Overtime, which is a YouTube channel, which they have like a really, really good following. I think they're right below 1 million subscribers on that channel as well. It's called Overtime on YouTube. But yeah, they uploaded something about where is Zion Williamson? We're trying to find him. But too bad, man. If it was Kihei Clark that would have hit those free throws, you would have been over 1,000 views by now, because it would have just went with your channel name, Ryan Clark. They would have saw that if it was Kihei that hit those free throws down, but instead it was Kyle Guy. Too bad you weren't able to change your name to Ryan Guy or something like that. Like anybody could have benefited with that. Like if your channel name is something with Guy in it, they're probably exploding right now if they uploaded that video. What a crazy game. That's the first ever national championship appearance for Virginia. Virginia was a powerhouse back in, I think, like the early 1980s or so. They were like a really, really big powerhouse. There was one of the games, Virginia was it was 1982 over here I'm looking at. Virginia versus Chaminade University of Honolulu was the biggest upset in college basketball history. The biggest upset in college basketball history, and Chaminade pulled out the victory against undefeated Virginia coming into that game. Virginia was the #1 team in the AP Top 25, and they played, I think, Chaminade. They weren't even a Division I school. They were a different division. I think they were D3. They played in the NAIA, not the NCAA, and Chaminade beat Virginia 77-72 back in 1982, which goes down. I think it's the biggest upset in all of college basketball history. Somebody put up the video. He titled it. His channel is called Dunk 24 of the Auburn versus Virginia ending. He put in all capitals, "This is rigged, missed call and double dribble at the end," with the last 5 minutes and 58 seconds. In his channel is called Dunk 24. Classic. All these big titles that just like pop out at you. But yeah, there's so much stuff here that comes up if you search it in. Oh, looks like my Final Four preview came up on number 15 of these videos. Virginia versus Auburn. I did a Final Four preview on both of the teams, and that came up. If you type in Virginia versus Auburn, I think it was like search number like 18 or something like that out of that list. That's really interesting. It's interesting to see like people uploading now what they're titling this video. Like this guy put Virginia versus Auburn. 5 no-call walks give Virginia 9 points. Because what basically the controversial call was that Ty Jerome was dribbling with the ball. He tried to get it past the timeline, and then the ball bounced off the back of his foot and rolled on the ground, and then he picked it up, and then he dribbled with it again, which should have been called a double dribble, but the refs clearly missed that. And Virginia, the rest is history. Now they're moving on to their first ever national title appearance. But yeah, this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well, as I do play-by-play of basketball action. Currently on halftime between both of these teams. And Texas Tech with a 2-point lead, 23-21 at the half. Going to look at some of the scoreboard updates here. What's going on with these games today. I'll update Ryan on the Red Sox right now. End of the 5th inning against the Diamondbacks as Arizona has the 4-3 lead against the Boston Red Sox at the moment so far in that one. All the baseball games have either played today or they're going on right now. Los Angeles Dodgers up against the Colorado Rockies 4-1. And the Marlins and the Braves tied up at 2. Astros defeated the A's today 6-0. So Wyatt Sawyer. Let's see who that is. We're going to look up Wyatt Sawyer for you guys. I'll see who he is for you guys. But yeah, close game here at halftime. 23-21. Not a whole lot of shots falling down. But yeah, it's been a defensive game, that's for sure. So did Cody Bellinger do anything for the Dodgers today? Let me see. I'm going to open up the box score. That game's in the bottom of the 6th. LA with a 4-1 lead against Colorado. Yeah, I remember Cody Bellinger playing in the Little League World Series when I was growing up as a kid. So let's see here. Bellinger. He got 2 hits out of 3 at-bats and also 2 runs as well. So Bellinger with an RBI and also 2 hits, 2 runs, and an RBI. He's hitting .436 right now with an on-base percentage of .463. So that is crazy. What a great start to the season for Cody Bellinger. He got a double and a triple so far. So 2 hits out of 3 at-bats by Cody. One of them was a double. Another one was a triple. Yeah, it's been on fire right now. Great start for him for this season. Let's see what the Red Sox are up to. 4-3 at the top of the 6th. A lot of 100 averages here batting for the Red Sox. 143 Steve Pearce is hitting for the season. Eduardo Nunez, 192, 176 for Jackie Bradley. Vasquez, 182. Right now, David Price did get a hit, though, so there's a positive. 1 for 2 at the plate today for David Price. He got a hit and he got an RBI. He struck out, though. But classic, usually you don't see much from pitchers at all. He got a base hit. 2-out RBI for David Price. Classic. Looks like Price has pitched 5 innings so far. 4 earned runs with an ERA of 6.55. Yikes. 4 strikeouts, though. Hopefully the bullpen can start to get it together. Hopefully I'll be able to catch a game up in Portland this season as well for the Sea Dogs. I definitely would like to catch another game up at the main monster this season, Hadlock Field. So Wyatt Sawyer, yeah, I'll hit that subscribe button to him for you guys. Yeah, he must have just started out. Yep, just subscribe. Yeah, he's got 13 subs right now. Oh, wow, he's got the NBA card showing video. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so he must have just started there. So that's awesome. Let's look at some of these other scores right now coming from the MLB today. Mariners on a tear. They beat the White Sox today 9-2. Padres beat the Cardinals 6-4. Padres are 6-3 so far on the year. Giants beat the Rays 6-4. Angels over the Rangers 5-1. So the Angels were struggling, but they did get a much needed win against the Rangers today. Oh wow, that's awesome. So that's your friend's brother. That's so cool. Yeah, some of his videos, I'll definitely check them out after my stream. They look pretty fascinating. Tigers over the Royals today, 7-4. Mets beat the Nationals 6-5. Pirates beat the Reds 6-5. Reds are in trouble right now. 1-7 start for Cincinnati. Oh, so explain the hat. I'm actually a drummer, so this right here is Zildjian. This is actually a cymbal company, and it's a cymbal manufacturer in Norwell, Massachusetts. So it's about like I think it's around an hour away from me. I actually went on the factory tour back in February, but yeah, it's an awesome hat. They make like the best cymbals out of that the company called Zildjian. So that's basically what drummers, if you're playing like a drum kit or so, that's basically the #1 brand of cymbals out in the market right now is the Zildjian cymbals, and they come from the South Shore of Massachusetts. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You basically learn something every day. It's awesome. But yeah, I used to play drums growing up. Back in middle school, and then I played into high school. I used to do like a bunch of band festivals and stuff like that. I never got into All-State, but they had something right below All-State, which was called Districts, and that's what I used to do for percussion. So I used to be a drummer growing up. I was the drum captain of my drum line for the marching band my junior and senior year of high school. We formed like a little drum line that used to do like talent shows back in high school. It used to be called the DR Beat, which ended up being called the Edge Drum Line, but that kind of like dissolved. And so, but yeah, that was a pretty good time. We used to do street performances out in Newport, Rhode Island, and we used to like make like pretty good money and stuff doing that. But then we were shut down because you needed like a busker's pass or something like that, and we went past like the decibel level, so we weren't ever allowed to perform there ever again, which kind of blows. But here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Michigan State with an air ball 3, but they get the offensive rebound with a putback, and it's up and in. Tied up at 23 right now. 23 even between both of these teams. Texas Tech with the ball, 19.5 left to go in the second half. Mooney dribbling towards the right elbow, passes it back, right wing perimeter here with Davide Moretti. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button, guys, down below. Subscribe as well. Texas Tech. They pass the ball to the right corner. Moretti with a 3. Big rainbow. He knocked it down right there. I haven't heard much of Davide Moretti today, but he's also a top 12 three-point shooter in all of college basketball right now. Just hit a big three-point shot for Texas Tech. 19 minutes left remaining in this one. 26-23, Michigan State with the ball. Top of the key with Winston. Right wing perimeter. Passes top of the key here to Matt McQuaid. McQuaid tied as the leading scorer with Winston. Ball almost stolen away. With 18:51 remaining, it looks like there was a offensive foul committed on the play by Michigan State, so the ball will go back to Texas Tech. So the ball here will go back to Texas Tech. We have 18:45 left to go. The Red Raiders take it past the timeline with Mooney. Mooney dribbling towards the top of the key, and now he tries to work his way inside, blowing past the defense. And he lays it up, and then he got fouled as well. Wow. So at the end of halftime, and since we started off the second half, great for you. That is classic. 500 views. You're halfway there to 1,000. Oh, so he did lay it in, but they didn't count the bucket. So they just erased the Texas Tech bucket from the scoreboard. It was right before the shot went up. So Texas Tech did lay it into the lane, but it was before the shot. They take the jumper to Key. No good. Good fight for the rebound. Michigan State ball. So still 26-23, 18-25 left to go. 1 point by Jarrett Culver. 0 for 7 shooting from the field. The Spartans doing an excellent job taking him out of the game. Winston with the ball now for Michigan State at the right wing in the three-point perimeter. They are down by 3. They feed the ball inside a low post. They kick it back outside. Left corner 3. Kenny Goins. No good. Fight for the rebound. Ripped away from the boards right there by Texas Tech. 18 minutes left to go. Moretti has it at the left wing in the three-point perimeter. He passes it off. Trying to dribble left side baseline underneath the basket. Culver tried to dribble underneath the basket. There was a foul committed by Michigan State, so it looks like Jarrett Culver will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots here. 26-23 is the score. Oh, no. It was a non-shooting foul. It looked like he tried to put up the shot. Non-shooting foul, so it looks like the refs placed it for Texas Tech to get the inbound instead of shooting at the free throw line. So interesting there. So it was a non-shooting foul. It looked like he had enough that he went up for the shots, but the refs didn't think so. Moretti trying to go inside. Banks at home off the glass. Texas Tech with a 5-point lead, 28-23. We have 17.5 left to go. Michigan State with the ball, left wing perimeter. Winston passes top of the key here with Tillman. They pass it off to the right corner, three-point arc. Kenny Goins trying to dribble inside. Goins passes it back out, tipped, almost stolen by Texas Tech, but Matt McQuaid gets it back, drains the 3 by McQuaid from outside for Michigan State. 28-26 right now, Michigan State cutting into that Red Raider lead. We have 17 minutes left to go. Texas Tech with the ball. They have it at the top of the key with Jarrett Culver. Culver only responsible for one single point so far by the Red Raiders. Mooney now, right side baseline, passes that one, right elbow jumper. Tariq Owens knocks that down for Texas Tech. They have the 4-point lead once again, 30-26. We have 16:40 left to go. Michigan State with the ball at the left wing perimeter with Tillman. They try to, Michigan State trying to go inside. Texas Tech tried to go right there for the offensive charge. They couldn't get it, though. Blocking foul on the play committed. So Aaron Henry looks like he'll be shooting some free throws here for Michigan State. 16:34 left to go. 30-26 the score. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. First shot at the free throw line goes down by Aaron Henry. 30-27 right now. Michigan State will shoot another one with Henry at the free throw line. So Jarrett Culver, the leading scorer coming into this game, he only has one lonely point so far for Texas Tech. But they have the lead. They are up by 2. Second shot at the free throw line goes down by Aaron Henry. It's 30-28 with 16.5 left to go. Texas Tech with the ball. They take it past the timeline. This is Matt Mooney who dribbles towards the top of the key. Mooney passes left wing perimeter. The Brandon Francis floats up the shot in the key, knocks it down. 32-28. We're basically trading buckets here back and forth. Michigan State with the ball, passes right wing, Matt McQuaid. Back to the right wing towards the top of the key, dribbling now with it. This is Cassius Winston. 16:05 left to go. Winston trying to take this inside. Thinking about passing it back out. He's double teamed by 2 Texas Tech defenders and is ripped away by a red jersey. Texas Tech with a steal off of Winston. Just the strength right there by Texas Tech. Culver trying to go inside, bumped into his own teammate, stolen away by Michigan State. Left wing perimeter, Winston thought about taking the 3, trying to go inside now, and he takes the 3-point shot, no good. Right wing, offensive rebound, Kenny Goins, and he sets it back up to Matt McQuaid. McQuaid now trying to take that one inside. He's stripped in the lane, but ball will go back to Michigan State here with 15:32 left to go. Wow, a lot of defense playing in this one. 15:32 left to go. This is a tough Texas Tech D right now. Bodies all over on the floor. Going into a commercial break right now. A 4-point lead by the Red Raiders. 32-28. We have 15:32 left to go in action when we do get back. So let's look at the leading scores for both of these teams at the moment. Leading the way, 12 points by Matt McQuaid. Matt McQuaid in double-digit points once again for Michigan State. Cassius Winston with 9 points. He only has 1 assist. So Texas Tech, Coach Beard prepared this team well to make sure they prevent the assists from happening by Michigan State and Cassius Winston. Only 3 assists in this entire game by Michigan State. Let's look at the team stats for Texas Tech. 6 assists so far by Texas Tech. Not a whole lot of looks going down into the bucket right now by Michigan State. Shooting the ball 32% from the floor. They've only connected on 9 shots from the field. Texas Tech shooting the ball 39% from the floor, and we got ourselves a 32-28 game, a close game between both of these teams. The defense of Texas Tech at the moment has been critical in having this 4-point lead. They are getting out-rebounded, though. Michigan State with a rebounding advantage, 23-17 at the moment. Also, 6 offensive boards by the Spartans, 2 offensive rebounds by Texas Tech. It's the turnovers right now that's been a problem for Michigan State. 7 turnovers by the Spartans. Or no, 9 turnovers by the Spartans, 6 turnovers by Texas Tech. It's the fouls here. 7 fouls committed by Michigan State, 10 fouls committed by Texas Tech. So Hearn's gonna tell my friend in Roblox to sub to your channel. Or yeah, my channel. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah, Russell. Michigan State's turned the ball over 9 times right now. They were pretty clean against Duke, they only turned over the ball 7 times, the same exact amount that R.J. Barrett alone turned it over against Michigan State. In the Elite Eight, Zion had 5 turnovers against Michigan State. But yeah, we've seen the shooting percentages just rise a bit for both of the teams since halftime. 30% from the floor. Both of these teams were shooting at the half. Now Michigan State shooting at 32%, Texas Tech at 39%. The shooting percentage, just a little bit of the difference here right now. But here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action with 15:32 left to go. Michigan State will inbound the ball. Winston passes right corner perimeter to Kenny Goins, dribbles towards the right wing here with it, and we have 15.5 left to go. Looks like there was a foul committed by Texas Tech on the reach-in. Number 0, Kyler Edwards, committed the foul. So we have 15.5 even. Matt McQuaid will inbound pass the ball here for the Spartans. And lobs that one over the top to Kenny Goins. Goins now top of the key, passes off to Winston. Winston lob pass over the top. Spin move inside. Nick Ward jumper. Couldn't finish to the hole. But Nick Ward gets fouled. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Nick Ward, a pretty good scorer inside this season. He ranks top 5 in the Big Ten in shooting percentage on the year. Almost hit that shot home as well. He got fouled, though. Jarrett Culver with 3 fouls right now, and a little bit of foul trouble there for Jarrett. First shot at the free throw line. Nick Ward, no good. Hit the top of the iron with 15:23 left to go. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button. Guys, down below, subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here. Nick Ward at the free throw line for his second shot here by the Spartans. Ward second, and knocks that one down. 3-point game, 32-29. Texas Tech with a 3-point lead. We have 15:20 left to go in action in this one. The Red Raiders take that ball past the timeline with Matt Mooney. Matt Mooney at the top of the key, passes right wing here to Davide Moretti. Moretti with 15:10 left to go. Dribbles towards that top of the key, dribbles back now towards the Final Four logo, passes right wing, Mooney. Lob pass over the top to Odiase. Odiase at the right elbow, passes it back to Mooney. Mooney with 6 on the shot clock, deep, right elbow 2, no good. Hit the rim short, rebounded by Matt McQuaid of Michigan State. Puts the ball into the hands of Cassius Winston, who takes it past the timeline. Michigan State with the ball. Winston burst inside, low post, no good. Offensive rebound, Nick Ward, but it was deflected up in the air, and bodies collided on the court. Cassius Winston went big time as he tried to lay that up, and then right into Tariq Owens of Texas Tech, and Tariq Owens is down on the hard court in pain. No foul was called on the play either. Let's see here in the replay. Cassius Winston trying to go in the left side low post to lay it in, and Winston went down and banged right into Norrentz Odiase, who went back into his teammate. Number 32, Odiase he went right on, stepped on his teammate's foot. Number 11, Tariq Owens, and Tariq Owens is down in pain right now. Texas Tech possibly with a big loss with the tallest player in the team, 6'10", Tariq Owens. If he cannot come back from this, the score is 32-29 with 14:43 left to go. We have an injury on the floor with Tariq Owens for Texas Tech. What a difference Tariq Owens has made in this tournament. Coming into this game, Tariq Owens had 10 blocks in this entire tournament. So Russell says, honest ref, my arm was gravitationally attached to his face. Bill Lambier of the Detroit Pistons. Classic. That is hilarious. Oh, man. Tariq Owens is now, looks like he's in a ton of pain. He's hobbling off from this. It looks like he's going to go underneath the tunnel now for Texas Tech to get that checked. That is not good. That's basically, Tariq Owens is second on the team in rebounds, right behind Jarrett Culver on the season. But here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Texas Tech with an inbound pass, and now they're trying to dribble right side baseline underneath the basket. They bank it home right there with Brandon Francis. So they respond off the injury Bad-looking injury. It looked like a foot injury by Tariq Owens, so he's out of the game here by the Red Raiders. 34-29, 5-point lead by Texas Tech. We have 14-10 left to go. Michigan State with the ball, top of the key. Goins passes, lob pass over the top. Nick Ward finishes, banks it off the backboard. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button, guys, down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. 13:50 left to go. Texas Tech underneath the basket. They finish with Mooney as he banks that one home, trading up buckets right here. 36-31. Michigan State with the ball down by 5. Lob pass to Nick Ward, back outside to Kenny Goins. Top of the key here with Goins. Goins passes right wing perimeter to McQuaid, and now that's a top of the key three. No good. A miss from the outside right there by Goins of Michigan State. Texas Tech gets the rebound. So here we are with Texas Tech with the ball into the hands of Davide Moretti. They have a 5-point lead, 36-31. 13:15 left to go. Left wing perimeter with the ball is Matt Mooney, dribbling out towards the Final Four logo. Mooney passes left wing perimeter to Kyler Edwards. Edwards underneath the bucket. Puts it home right there, and he was fouled on the play as well with 13:06 left to go. Texas Tech, out of all teams right now, taking control of this game. Man. Off the injury by Tariq Owens, and Texas Tech just keeps on scoring. So 38-31. We have 13:08 left to go. And Kyler Edwards will shoot the and one here at the free throw line for the Red Raiders. 7-point lead. I believe it's the largest lead by Texas Tech so far in this game. Kyler Edwards knocks that one down for the Red Raiders. They have an 8-point lead with 13 minutes left. Wow. 3 for 9 shooting this half by Michigan State. Texas Tech is 7 for 9. Shooting has been telling the tale right now. Nick Ward with the ball from Michigan State. Hands it off to Winston. 12:50 left to go. Michigan State has it. Top of the key here for the Spartans. Right wing perimeter. Winston feeds that down inside a low post spin move. Banks it home by Nick Ward for 2 more. Yeah, I haven't seen Ethan yet in the chat here, Hearn. But yeah, hopefully Ethan can join if he can. 39-33, 6-point game. Texas Tech with the ball at the right wing of the 3-point perimeter with Davide Moretti. Passes top of the key to the left wing perimeter, left corner here for Texas Tech. That is Brandon Francis who passes that one off. Moretti! Oh, that was a 3-ball. Actually, Mooney hit that one. There was 13 who hit it from the outside. So Matt Mooney hit that one as well. I haven't seen Ryan. I think he disappeared a few minutes ago from the chat. 42-33. It's a 9-point lead by Texas Tech with 11:50 left to go. Nick Ward inside the low post looking for somebody's open. Pass it back outside to McQuaid. Back outside to Cassius Winston. Winston, deep 3, step back. No good. Oh, man, they're just forcing up shots right now. This is not good for Michigan State. 11:35 left to go. It's a 9-point lead by Texas Tech, guys. 42-33, 11.5 remaining. Red Raiders have it at the right wing of the perimeter with Brandon Francis. Francis dribbling back towards that top of the key, dribbling now towards the right wing of the 3-point perimeter. Make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Wow! 3-point shot from the outside, and that was deep. That was a 23-foot shot by Matt Mooney from the left wing, and he hit it down for Texas Tech. Do you believe it? Texas Tech has a 12-point lead. This is unreal. 45-33 with 11:14 remaining. And the Red Raiders, out of all teams, looking like they possibly could go to the national title game to take on Virginia at this moment. This is crazy. Unreal what Chris Beard has done with his squad. The coach of the year. And right now, Texas Tech is on a roll. TV timeout on the court. 11:14 left to go when we do get back to action. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Leading the way for Texas Tech, it's a breakout game by Matt Mooney. 17 points by Mooney. We knew that he had to be strong for the tournament. He has done so far. And for Michigan State, the leading scorer right now, it looks like 12 points by Matt McQuaid is leading the way. He's been stuck at 12 for quite a while. So Hearn asking me how many subs did I have when I started the stream. I think I was on 127, which is really good because I started this channel out like 2 months ago. It was last week, like a week ago, I hit 100 subs. I hit the 100 subscriber mark a week ago. And before the tournament started, I had, I think, 70 subscribers or so around there. So we keep on growing each and every game. So this is great. I started out this channel. My first stream was back on, I think, like January 22nd or so. But if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. This is crazy right now. Texas Tech is up by 12 points to Michigan State. Let's see if the Spartans can complete a comeback here. They were down just like this against Duke. We'll see if they can put it together against a top 3 defense in all college basketball, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. They've played lights out in the postseason. Only allowed 60. Yeah, they only allowed 69 points to Gonzaga, who averaged 89 points per game, the #1 scoring team in the nation coming into that one. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well. Yes, the shooting percentages right now that's gone off the charts for Texas Tech. Much better than a few minutes ago. They were shooting the ball at 38% from the floor a few minutes ago. Now shooting at 46%. Michigan State shooting at 32% from the floor. So it's a total difference in shooting percentage. So Hearn asking me, can you do other stuff than streams? I actually will be uploading videos as well that I'm thinking about doing in there too. I'm gonna be doing like college basketball previews of like what teams shocked me throughout the tournament, what teams like what went on, maybe like college basketball conference previews. I'm gonna do one of like non-conference tournament previews in there, maybe some of the impact players as well. So I'll be doing different types of videos as well. Hey, no problem. It's been awesome to join me here today on my video. I'll be back Monday. National title game is my next stream. So the next stream will be the national title game for me. Virginia versus the winner of this one. Timeout on the floor right here, 45-33. We have 10:59 remaining in this one. Hey, no problem. Have a nice night. It's a pleasure to have you join me in here in the chat. This is awesome. So, yeah, catch me back Monday night for the national title game. If you haven't done so already, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you know when I go live to stream. So 45-33 at the moment here. Texas Tech with a 12-point lead. Another commercial break. There was a timeout called on the court. So, yeah, the winner of this one will take on Virginia in the national title game. If you didn't see Virginia against Auburn yet, the final minutes of that one, it's crazy. You have to go to the highlights on YouTube. Check that out because that was just an insane ending between both of those teams. It seems like Michigan State's been forcing up like quite a bit of shots too. Like from behind the arc, they're shooting the ball at 5 for 17 right now from 3-point range, where Texas Tech is 7 for 16 at the moment. So it's a total difference in shooting from the floor. That's been the key here, why Texas Tech has been able to pull out in front thanks to one guy on the team. That is Matt Mooney, who's taking control of this game. 6 for 11 shooting from the floor, 17 points right now. We're currently on a commercial break. Make sure to hit those like buttons if you haven't done so already. Subscribe as well if you're new to my channel, as I call play-by-play of basketball games here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. The big thing, though, for Texas Tech was that their tallest player on the court went down a few minutes ago. Tariq Owens, who had 3 blocks in this game. He had 7 points, 3 blocks. Tariq Owens was ranked, I think, he was second in the Big 12 conference in blocks per game this season, but he went down with a injury a few minutes ago. He was trying to go up for a rebound, and he got his foot stepped on by one of his teammates. I think it was number 32, Lorenz Odiase, who went back right into Tariq Owens' foot. So Tariq Owens had to go underneath the medical tunnel to get checked out underneath the stadium. But yeah, here we are, guys. Going to get ready here to go back to action. The score is Texas Tech 45, Michigan State 33. The second half shooting has been a difference as well. Texas Tech shooting the ball 9 for 11 in the second half. Michigan State 4 for 11. Thanks to Matt Mooney of Texas Tech. Yeah, Matt Mooney averages 11 points this season. Wow, he scores 17 tonight. Another breakout game. He's having a strong tournament for Texas Tech here. Has number 13 as the senior for the Red Raiders. This Texas Tech team, they have 3 seniors in their starting 5. And also a top 10 NBA draft pick prospect with Jarrett Culver, the sophomore. Here we are, back to action. Michigan State, no good. They were underneath the basket and too strong off the backboard. It couldn't go for Xavier Tillman. The shooting woes continue here for the Spartans. Texas Tech with the ball. 10:40 left to go. Top of the key with Jarrett Culver. The Red Raiders have scored on 8 of their last 10 possessions. They pass it left wing in the 3-point perimeter to Kyler Edwards. Edwards, top of the key passes left wing here to Mooney. Mooney with 10.5 remaining, trying to dribble baseline underneath the basket, passes it back out. Edwards now trying to take it inside the lane. No good. Too many bodies rebounded by Michigan State. Hey, no problem, Hearn. Hey, I appreciate that. Getting your friend Walker to sub to me. Hey, no problem. Have a nice night. I appreciate you joining in here in the chat. If you guys are new to the channel as well, make sure to hit that like button down below. Michigan State driving inside. They bank it home off the backboard, showing some life right there with Xavier Tillman adding 2 points to the profile by Michigan State. 45-35 is the score. We have 9:50 left to go and 9:52 left to go in this one. A foul committed on the play. So Texas Tech should get the inbound here when we do get back to action. You have the Red Raiders will get the inbound here underneath the basket. They have a 10-point lead with 9:52 left remaining. Mooney passes it underneath the basket, tipped out of bounds by Cassius Winston. So the ball will go back to Texas Tech here. They'll have another opportunity to inbound. So Mooney will pass the ball. He lobs that one over the top to the right elbow there to Odiase. Odiase puts that ball into the hands of Mooney. Mooney at the right wing perimeter, guarded by Aaron Hedrick. Mooney, step back 3 from outside. Huge rainbow. Oh, my goodness. That was a rainbow of a 3-point shot and knocked it down. Texas Tech on fire right now with one and only Matt Mooney, who has 20 points tonight, 4 for 6 from 3-point range. He's taken over this complete game. Winston, step back 3, knocks it down, trading threes. That's a huge 3-point shot by Cassius right there, 48-38. We have 9:10 left to go in this one. Matt Mooney has been impressive indeed from deep in this one. 4 for 6 from behind the arc. Culver floats up the shot in the lane, knocks it down right there by Jarrett Culver, 50-38. Texas Tech back to a 12-point lead, 8:55 remaining. Michigan State with the ball. They take it past the timeline with Winston. Winston at the top of the key here. 3 points tonight by Jarrett Culver. Finally, he got his first shot from the field just moments ago. Winston now dribbling right side 3-point arc here by Winston trying to make a move inside. Floats up the shot in the key. No good. Too strong. Tip in. No good. Rebounded by Culver of Texas Tech. 50-38 right now. We have 8:25 remaining in this one. Texas Tech takes that ball past the timeline. Lob pass over the top, trying to dribble inside. They dribble it back outside with Jarrett Culver. 12-point lead by the Red Raiders. Culver at the top of the key. Culver tries to make his move inside, and he loses control of the ball, and it's a turnover. And that ball will go back to Michigan State. Yeah, Graydon. Matt Mooney's been on fire this game. Do you see his last 3-point shot? That was crazy. He hit basically like a rainbow of three-point shot from the outside. He put like so much big air on that one. That was insane how he just heaved that up there. 50-38 right now. And yep, Tariq Owens coming back. He's just ran out of the tunnel. He is sprinting back to the sideline for Texas Tech, the tallest player in the team. Right corner three, Michigan State sinks it down. This is going to be a good one right now. That was a huge three-point shot right there by Xavier Tillman, cutting the Red Raider lead at the moment, 50-41. We have 7:45 left remaining in this one. Texas Tech with the ball. A perfect 4 for 4 from behind the three-point arc in this half. Cam Mooney had another one. Floats up the shot right there. Try to fake out a defender. Try to go into the foul and lean into it, but he couldn't get that one to go. Hit the top of the iron. Michigan State tried to dribble inside. They got stripped in the lane, but the foul is called with 7.5 left to go. This is going to be a great game. Finally, Michigan State was down by double digits, but they have crawled back in it. Still down by 9, 50-41 at this stage of the game. 7:39 left to go when we do get back to action. Do we have another incredible game that will hopefully end in a great matchup like Virginia against Auburn? Hopefully, we'll have it in store. Oh, yeah, Matt Mooney just went off for that complete minute. He just took control of that game. Leading scorer by far in this entire game. He has 20 points right now for Texas Tech, leading the way. No other player on Texas Tech at the moment has double-digit points. Jarrett Culver just hit his first shot from the floor a few minutes ago, as he only has 3 points in this one. 1 for 8 shooting from the field. Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with that one. So if Texas Tech plays Virginia, then it will definitely be like the Super Bowl classic. The number 3 defense in all college basketball going up against the number 1 defense. Yeah, that game might be like a score, like it might be like Sweet 16 Virginia against Oregon all over again. It might be like one of those games where like the final score is like something like 50-47 or something crazy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like the lowest scoring national title game ever in all college basketball. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a nightmare for like CBS and its sponsors. If Texas Tech and Virginia do play each other, how that will be like received around like everybody watching. Or so it'll be quite the wonder, that's for sure, because basically everybody kept on plugging in throughout the season. They kept on, like, the media was constantly on Zion Williamson. That's what basically everybody was talking about constantly. Duke every single day in and day out with Duke, and then a couple of other teams after that, but they weren't really talking about Texas Tech at all at the beginning of the season. I think somebody put in, because I did that preview video of Texas Tech against Michigan State. I did the preview video. Somebody brought up a pretty interesting point, how Texas Tech was predicted to finish 7th in the Big 12 conference this season, and then they make it here into the Final Four, having a chance to play for the national title game, and how Chris Beard's done an excellent job this season for the Red Raiders. But wow. Yeah, there hasn't been a media attention grabber in any of these teams. We've seen Virginia throughout the season. They have a record of 34-3 right now, but the media attention hasn't really been on Virginia throughout the season, because it's been circled around Duke and Zion throughout the course of the season, and how Duke was supposed to have 3 out of the top 5 NBA draft picks. But here we are, guys, back to action. Michigan State at the free throw line with Cassius Winston. First shot by Cassius, knocks it down. The leader and the legend he is. Let's see if Cassius can get Michigan State with his leadership back into the ball game. He hit the first shot at the free throw line down. 50-42 right now, 7.5 left to go. Second shot, knocks it down by Cassius. 50-43 at the moment. 7-point game, guys. Texas Tech with an inbound. So Ryan Clark asking me, what do I use for social media? I actually don't have Behind the Arc basketball page on any of my social media sites. It's just YouTube alone. Here, I do have a Facebook, though, like, not Behind the Arc, but I do have my own Facebook page. As that shot goes down right there, Mooney with another shot, 52-43. Texas Tech up by 9 again. 9 minutes left to go. Michigan State with the ball. They dribble towards that top of the key. They pass a left wing perimeter here with Matt McQuaid. A lob pass left side baseline here to Gabe. Tillman, and there was a foul committed on the play with 6:42 left to go, and it looks like it was a shooting foul as well. 52-43 the score. Michigan State's down by 9. We have 6:52 left remaining, and Cassius Winston was fouled. So he'll go to the free throw line once again and shoot 2 free throws. First shot by Cassius, knocks it down. He's been automatic once again at the free throw line today. He's a perfect 5 for 5 right now for Cassius. So that is a good start towards his leadership right now, trying to get his team back into this game. 8-point game. Cassius Winston at the line to see if he can hit his second one as well. 15 points by Cassius today. 4 for 12. Shooting with 2 assists, which is way below his season average. Texas Tech doing a great defensive game plan on holding Cassius with his assists. Hits the second shot at the free throw line. Have a 7-point game right now. 6:50 left to go, guys. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. Texas Tech with the ball. We got ourselves a 52-45 game. Red Raiders have it. Left wing perimeter with Brandon Francis. Francis dribbles towards inside, and he kicks it back outside of Mooney. Mooney dribbling left side baseline. Looking for somebody's open. Passing it off. Left corner 3. Brandon Francis. No good. Rebounded by Michigan State. Winston takes a pass the timeline, passes right wing 3, Matt McQuaid. Oh, ugly 3-ball there. I'm not sure what happened, if it was tipped in the air or he just completely missed, but that was not a good 3-point shot right there. Goes back into the hands of Texas Tech off the defensive rebound. Red Raiders with the ball in the key. They dribble back out towards the right wing of the 3-point perimeter. Culver has the ball. 6 minutes even left to go in the second half. Culver, top of the key here, takes the 3. And no good off the top of the iron. Rebounded by Michigan State. Watching from the Philippines. Wow, Sam Valenzuela watching from the Philippines. That is awesome. I appreciate that, man. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button as well. Subscribe if you're new. I do play-by-play basketball games here. I'll be doing the national title game on Monday. So 52-45. There was a stoppage in time on the court with 5:56 left remaining. Going to update you guys here with a score in the chat. Michigan State currently down by 7 at the moment. Can Cassius Winston bring his squad back? So here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Michigan State with an inbound. Cassius has it. Passes off top of the key with Xavier Tillman. Dribbles towards the left elbow here. Tillman hands it off to Cassius. Cassius now tries to dribble. Floats up the shot. Left baseline jumper. No good. Offensive rebound and a foul committed by Texas Tech on the play, so Michigan State will go to the line to shoot 2. Positive for Texas Tech, though, after Tariq Owens' injury. It looks like Tariq Owens has gone back into the game. Yeah, so he's back into the game. I think Odiase, number 32, committed the foul on the last play for Texas Tech. So Michigan State here shooting 2 at the free throw line with Xavier Tillman, averaging 15.3 points this tournament. First shot by Xavier, knocks it down. These are much needed free throws here by Michigan State in the last few minutes of this game. That's got them back, now winning 6 points. The score is 52-46. Cassius Winston's a perfect 6 for 6 at the free throw line. Michigan State as a team shooting 11 for 14 right now with the free throw line. Second one goes down. 5-point game. All by free throws, basically. 52-47. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well. This is going to be a fight to the finish here. 5.5 left to go. Who will make it into the national title game to take on Virginia? Left wing perimeter. Texas Tech with the ball. They have it at the left corner. Put it back to Mooney's hands at the left wing. Mooney dribbles towards the top of the key. Matt Mooney is taking over the game, trying to go inside. He has 20 points. And tonight, no good. Bad decision by Texas Tech on a 3-point shot from the left part of the perimeter that went short. Winston, pull-up jumper at the top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Texas Tech. 12-4 run in the last 4 minutes, 25 seconds here by Michigan State. Texas Tech with the ball, though. 52-47 is the score. 4:50 left to go. Top of the key from Matt Mooney. For the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Mooney trying to work inside. Oh! Right there, he tried to dribble inside. Fell down on the ground. He slipped in the key. Looks like we do have a foul committed with 4:47 left to go. He was working on Winston right there. And Mooney gave Winston a little bit of a bump and fell down right on the key. And Tom Izzo not pleased. That was a foul committed by Cassius Winston. Winston with his third foul as well. 52-47 at the moment. 4:47 left to go. Texas Tech will inbound the ball here. A 5-point game. Red Raiders will get the ball here back in the inbound. Mooney lobs that one over the top to Culver at the free throw circle. Jarrett Culver dribbles back towards the top of the key, and now he dribbles back towards that Final Four logo. Culver passes left wing perimeter to Matt Mooney. Matt Mooney, step back three from the outside. No good. Fight for the rebound. Texas Tech tried to save it, but it hit the baseline and it goes out of bounds. 4:32 remaining. 52-47. It's going to be a fight for the finish. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So Michigan State here will get the inbound, and that is good for Michigan State to see because Matt Mooney is on the bench at this moment. So he was a nightmare to guard for a couple minutes in this game where he completely went off. He's by far the leading scorer in this game. So here we are back to action. Michigan State with the ball. They have it at the top of the key. They pass a right wing perimeter to Kenny Goins. We got a foul committed on the play. This one committed by Texas Tech. So it looks like Michigan State will be shooting in the bonus here at the free throw line. That is Texas Tech's 7th foul they've committed in the second half. So fouls have been a big troublesome part here by Texas Tech. Actually, their 8th foul. That just upped the count on the CBS graphic. So 8 fouls in the second half by Texas Tech. So Michigan State shooting the 1-and-1 in the bonus with Nick Ward. 4:11 left to go. Ward at the free throw line for the 1-and-1. So here's Nick Ward of Michigan State shooting his first free throw. And no good. So on the 1-and-1, it gets rebounded by Texas Tech. That will kill you right there if you cannot convert from the free throw line. 4 minutes even left to play. Texas Tech with the ball. They take it past the timeline with Moretti. Moretti passes that one off to his teammate Jarrett Culver at the top of the key. Culver trying to go inside for a second, and he works his way inside again. Passes that one back to the top of the key, trying to make a move inside. No good. Too strong off the backboard. Offensive rebound, and Odiase is fouled. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So number 32, the senior center for Texas Tech, Norrentz Odiase, will shoot 2 at the free throw line when we get back to action here. The score is Texas Tech 52, Michigan State 47. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button, guys. Down below, subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. I call play-by-play of basketball action here. We have 3:44 left to go when we do get back to this game. We're currently on a commercial break. Yeah, Matt Mooney has been by far the leading scorer in this entire game. Like, by far, by a long shot, basically. By 6 points to Cassius Winston. But yeah, Matt Mooney, 22 points tonight by Texas for Texas Tech. 8 for 15 from the field, 4 for 8 from three-point range. Matt Mooney is averaging 11 points per game. He's doubled that today in a crucial Final Four matchup. For Michigan State, the leading scorer, Cassius Winston, 16 points, a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line by Cassius. Only 2 assists tonight by Cassius, which is really odd. He's the number 3 assist man in all college basketball, but Coach Beard had other ideas to limit his assist level in this one. And when you limit Cassius's assist level, it's going to be tough for Michigan State to shoot those open jumpers like they've done all season long. They've been able to convert on open shots throughout the floor, been able to pick out good shots off of key assists, as they were coming into this game the number 2 team in all college basketball in most assists per game this season. But right now they've been struggling today. 8 assists by Texas Tech. On the other side from Michigan State, only 6. And it's the shooting from the field as well. It looks like it's gone Texas Tech's way, shooting the ball from the field at 43% so far by the Red Raiders. Michigan State shooting at 33% at this stage of the game. The rebounding advantage going to the Spartans, though, 32-26. However, 17 fouls committed by Texas Tech already. They've committed 8 as a team in the second half. Some of those players in a good amount of foul trouble as well. Jarrett Culver, 3 personal fouls right now. Matt Mooney with 3. Norense Odiase with 2, and Tariq Owens with 2 fouls committed. Also on the bench, there's quite a bit of foul trouble as well. Brandon Francis with 3, and Kyler Edwards with 3 fouls picked up by Texas Tech. For Michigan State, the only player with 3 fouls committed is Cassius Winston. Other than that, 2 fouls committed by Aaron Henry, 2 by Matt McQuaid, and 2 by Nick Ward. So here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action here. The score is 52-47. Texas Tech is on top, and we'll have 3:44 left remaining. For a spot to play Virginia in the national title game, Norense Odiase will shoot here at the free throw line. He's a 63% free throw shooter in the season. And so he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line, and that is a killer right there. Couldn't hit the first one. So that one hit the top of the iron, no good. Quite the defensive game tonight, 52-47. We have 3:44 remaining. Second shot here by Odiase, no good. He missed both of them. Those are crushers right there. Michigan State gets the rebound as well. Winston takes it past the timeline here. 3:35 left remaining. Top of the key here for Cassius. Cassius passes right wing here, Aaron Henry. Aaron Henry trying to work his way inside, dribbles underneath the basket, floats up the shot as a complete air ball, but Aaron Henry gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. So 52-47 right now. Aaron Henry and Michigan State has a chance to cut that deficit here with 3:25 left remaining. So Aaron Henry at the free throw line for Michigan State. First shot. Knocks that one down. 52-48. Gone to a 4-point game at this moment, and how Michigan State was pretty cold from the floor a few minutes ago. That's what we're getting to with Texas Tech right now. Their number has stopped completely at 52, and Michigan State's has gone up to 49, just like how that game against Duke went right before halftime. Michigan State was down by 11, but they fought back with adversity, and they won the game by 1. 52-49, 3:15 left to go. Texas Tech with the ball here. They have it right wing perimeter, dribbling towards the left wing here. Culver passes it off to Mooney. Mooney at the right wing. Mooney trying to work his way inside, blowing past the defender. Couldn't finish to the bucket right there. Just off the top of the backboard and too strong. Rebounded by Michigan State. They have a chance to tie it with a 3-point shot. Instead, they go inside for a 2. They bank it home off the glass with Aaron Henry. 52-51. This is going to be a great finish. Oh, my goodness. It seemed like Michigan State was getting crushed a few moments ago. They were down by, I think, 13 points. The most in this one. Texas Tech has not scored in the last 4.5 minutes. 52-51, guys. 2.5 left to go. Texas Tech floater in the key. They knock it down. That was a big bucket right there. 2:28 left remaining. 3-point game. 54-51. Timeout on the court called by Chris Beard. This is going to come down to the last minute, guys. Possibly the last shot in this one. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well to my channel as I call play-by-play of basketball action here. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. And I'll be back with a national title game. Whoever wins this takes on Virginia. I'll have that for you guys on Monday night. But right now, we'll look at the leading scores for both of these teams. Leading the way, Matt Mooney, 8 for 16 shooting from the field, 22 points by Mooney tonight. Michigan State leading the way, 16 points by Cassius Winston. Matt McQuaid with 12 points, second on the team in scoring, and Aaron Henry with 11. Aaron Henry with the last big bucket. He banked it off the glass as it went up and in. So here we are, guys. 54-51. Michigan State with 9 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. They were down by 13 points, but they've crawled back in it. Down by 3. They cut that Texas Tech deficit to 1 a few minutes ago. But here we are, getting ready to go back to action. Michigan State can tie it with a 3. They have the ball in the inbound. Tipped by Texas Tech, but it goes back into the hands of Winston. So Michigan State still with the ball. They have it right wing perimeter. Tillman passes it off to Kenny Goins. Foul committed. On the play. Oh, yeah, foul committed offensive end by Cassius Winston here on the replay. So it's an offensive foul. So it's a turnover by Michigan State. Ball go back to Texas Tech. Wow, that's a costly turnover right there. Cassius Winston. I believe that's his fourth. Yeah, that's his fourth foul right now. So one more and he fouls out of this game. Texas Tech with the inbound. 2:05 left to go. They take it past the timeline. Dribbling with it. Top of the key, Jarrett Culver. Culver now trying to go inside, and no good right there. No foul. Nice deflection inside the paint by Michigan State. Pushing tempo here. The Spartans with a ball floating up the shot, and they pass it back outside. Right corner three. No good by Matt McQuaid. Rebounded by Mooney. Looked like they floated up the shot the first time underneath the basket, but they actually dished it out to Matt Mooney from that camera view. A minute and 40 left to go. Texas Tech with the ball up by 3. 54-51. They have it top of the key when Mooney passes it off to Culver. Culver now floats up the shot inside. Couldn't finish, but he gets fouled. And Jarrett Culver will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. 54-51 with a minute and 32 left to go. Jarrett Culver, who has underperformed throughout this entire game, basically. He only has 5 points tonight. He has double-digit points in every single one of his games this season. Is at the free throw line shooting 2. He's a 71% free throw shooter this season. First shot knocks it down. 2-score game at the moment. Texas Tech up 55-51. 1:32 left to go. Culver will go back to the free throw line to shoot his second one. That one, no good. That one was a miss. So 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Rebounded by Michigan State. 1:26 left to go. Winston takes it past the timeline. Michigan State down by 4. 55-51. 1:20 left to go. Stolen away by Texas Tech. In the key with 1:15 left. Wow. And they are slowing tempo as well. This is not in the favor of Michigan State hands at all at this point. 1:05 left remaining. Culver slowing down tempo. 15 on the shot clock. 1:04 left to go in the game clock. Culver now with a minute even remaining. Top of the key three. He takes it unguarded. Oh! He hits it down. That might have been the dagger in the coffin right there for Texas Tech. Wow. Timeout called by Tom Izzo. Can you believe it? This is unreal right now with Texas Tech. Jarrett Culver, are you even serious with that shot? Takes it from the top of the key, unguarded alone, knocks it down 58-51 with 54.8 seconds remaining for a spot in the national title game to take on Virginia. Can the number 3 overall defense in the nation, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, do it? We'll see. Wasn't expecting this one at all, but if you're new to my channel, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So, wow, this is insane. 54.8 seconds remaining. Michigan State has dug themselves into quite a bit of a hole right now because of that 3-point shot by Jarrett Culver. Top 10 projected NBA draft pick, possibly top 5 now if he plays in that national title game, but he's almost at double-digit points. 9 points right now for Jarrett Culver at the moment. He has double-digit points in every single one of his games this season. The fact that he's only scored 9 points this game and that Texas Tech is winning by 7 is just seems unreal. Matt Mooney leading the way with 22 points. Fantastic game by the Red Raiders. Here we are, guys. Michigan State to inbound. 6-0 run in the last minute and 40 by Texas Tech. Michigan State with the ball. 48 seconds remaining. Winston at the left wing of the three-point arc. Dribbling, passes it off now. Kenny Goins takes the three-pointer. No good. Hits the rim short. Rebounded by Odiase of Texas Tech. And a foul committed with 39.7 seconds remaining. Wow. We're going to have ourselves a defensive national title game most likely. This is unreal right now. Norrent Odiase with a huge rebound. And Texas Tech will go to the free throw line to shoot in the bonus with 39.7 seconds remaining. Make sure to hit that like button, guys. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel as well, as I call play-by-play the basketball action. 39.7 seconds left. Texas Tech shooting the 1-and-1 in the bonus at the free throw line. They are up by 7. First shot, they knock it down. They are up 59-51. Narent Odiase nails that one. Second shot by Odiase at the free throw line. Coming to you guys right now. Texas Tech for their first ever appearance in the national title game, and they're moving a little bit quicker towards that 9-point lead. As Eagle Alien, Auburn got cheated. Yup. Yeah, that was the 3-point foul, and before that was a double dribble that wasn't called by the refs. Ty Jerome tried to get that ball past the half court line with around like 6 seconds remaining, and the ball bounced right off his back foot. He picked it up, and the refs should have called a double dribble on it, but they didn't. So here we are, guys. Michigan State floats up the shot with Winston. A miss. Rebounded by Jarrett Culver of Texas Tech. 27 seconds remaining, and a foul committed on the play. This one looks like Texas Tech is going to be taking on Virginia in the national title game. Michigan State's dream season and hopes have almost come to an end with 27.2 seconds left. Who was ever expecting this? Chris Beard putting a powerhouse Texas Tech team on the map, basically trying to transform them into a national basketball program. Missed shot at the free throw line by Culver with 26.8 seconds remaining. Looks like we might have had a lane violation on that free throw shot by Texas Tech, I think. 60-51 the score. Yeah, Mooney. Matt Mooney, 22 points he dropped today. 8 for 16 shooting, 4 for 8 from behind the arc. So, actually, a lane violation committed by Michigan State. So, Texas Tech at the free throw line once again. And that one is knocked down right there by Jarrett Culver. Hits that one with 27.2 seconds remaining. And it's a 10-point lead by the Red Raiders. Wow. Crazy. Winston takes it past the timeline. You need to drain a three, basically. And too much dribbling here. Winston tried to pass it inside, and it looks like we do have a foul committed with 19.6 seconds left. Yep, Spike predicted this one. So, yeah, I can't believe it. He has Texas Tech winning it all. So, our good friend Spike over there with Beckwith Course predicted this one, and he got it right. Spike is such a classic living and breathing person. It's incredible if you ever meet that type of person. As Michigan State's down to 17 seconds remaining, they lob it back over the top. Right wing perimeter here. Cassius Winston takes the three. No good. Rebounded by Texas Tech. And it looks like we got ourselves a winner here. 5 seconds left. They'll just dribble out the clock. We see history being made, guys. Chris Beard, the coach of the year, and that's the reason why. This one is gone final. The first ever national title game will take place between two teams, the Virginia Cavaliers and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Somebody will take home their first ever national title on Monday. Make sure, before you go, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well to my channel, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I'll be back for that national title game, a game that basically 0.1% of brackets basically predicted the number one seed, the only one seed left after that Final Four, trying to prove something in the national title game after they got knocked out a year ago against UMBC with a 16-1 matchup. It'll be the number one seed, the Virginia Cavaliers, going up against the 3 seed, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Two top 3 defenses going at it. It could possibly be Super Bowl 53 all over again, basically. Don't be surprised if the final scoreboard in that game shows 50s and 40s at the end of it, because both of those teams rely on defense so much. But that's been it, guys. Texas Tech shocking the nation once again, 61-51 over Michigan State. Chris Beard trying to prove to the nation here and trying to build a powerhouse Texas Tech basketball program. In this season, he has done it. The coach of the year, pulling out the W, and all that's left in front of him is Tony Bennett in the national title game. Should be a good one between two defensive teams in both of their first national championship games that they'll be playing. Somebody new will be taking home the national title this season. But this is it, guys. This has been another presentation of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Matt Mooney balling out tonight. 22 points, leading the way for the Red Raiders in this one. He was 8 for 16 shooting from the floor, 4 for 8 from behind the three-point arc. But that is it for you guys tonight in this one. Jarrett Culver did get to double-digit points. He did get to 10 points, so he still has double-digit points in every single one of his games this season. Texas Tech, 61, Michigan State, 51. Join me Monday night for the national title game, Virginia versus Texas Tech. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well, as this has been another presentation of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. And thank you so much, guys. Have a nice night, everybody.